Ladies and gentlemen, let's play some D&D, baby.
10,000 years time, you'll still be a bitch.
Hello. Wow, that's
Hello.
a great way.
What?
I like how it's always you give me the yes unmute, and then I always unmute, and you're mid sentence, and it's always something weird. Like I feel like
at that point, it's just our fucking like.
Yeah,
it's our. It's our
Can you show
thing.
oh, you can't show my character art.
what? Oh, the fucking picture, the little like stick figure. Yeah, it was pretty, bro. How would you pay for that?
Too much.
$800.
Welcome to Dungeon Select, y'all.
45 Norwegian krona.
Wow, that's a lot of Kona. Laura isn't here tonight because she's at a wedding of her mum. So
Yeah, how dare she?
I guess that's more important than playing D&D with your friends.
Get married on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, how dare the mum get married on a Sunday when she
dare
When they
Laura
were planning this, did Laura not
as
say,
literally
we
the
can't-
only bridesmaid.
we can't get married on a
Yeah,
Sunday?
mum, you can't get married that day because I have to play D&D. Like, what's more important, guys? Fuck. So I think Koiba will be taking charge of Trim when it comes to combat and stuff.
Yeah, when it comes to combat.
Because ICBA.
Trim these nuts.
Any announcements before we get started? Anything
I
you
had
want
a
to
really
share with the
fucked up
class?
dream this morning.
This morning, nice.
Well, yeah, because I woke up at 10 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to sleep."
Uh-huh.
Right. So I went back to sleep, and that's when I usually have the most fucked up dreams. I don't know about you guys, but like if I'm gonna have a wild dream, it's usually like after I've woken up and gone back to sleep, right?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I can't remember what was going on, but I was listening, as always, to a fucking podcast, and they were talking about like high school in this podcast. And so in the dream, I was in high school with Rhett and Link. It was dark, okay? They both like leave through this door, and then like someone like grabbed me, right? Like this weird guy wearing like all white. It was really bizarre. And I was like trying to shout for help. And it was like that shit in a dream where like, oh, you try and run, but you're really slow. Like you try and shout, but it's really quiet. And I was trying to shout, and I maybe shouted like 4, 5, 6 times until I realized that I was shouting out loud in real life. And I just woke up like, oh, I really don't know I heard that. Because I was literally just shouting help. Like, it could have been some fucked up shit.
Your mum comes in like, are you alright, love?
It was embarrassing. Yeah, I was half expecting it to happen, man. Because like, I was really just shouting help straight up.
Most people, when they wake up, say fuck this, go back to sleep, and then wake up again. It's 10 a.m. when they wake up the second time, not the first time.
Well, yeah, but
This man really woke up, looked at the clock, saw that it was 10 a.m.
yeah.
and went, fuck this shit, I'm going back
Homie,
to bed.
you're the last person that can talk shit about people's sleep schedules, right, Gypsy?
No, that's me. That's
Can't
definitely
have a bad
me.
sleep schedule if you don't have a
In
sleep
fact, Dutch is almost as bad as I am. Just Dutch is like less consistently bad. So we're all pretty fucking bad gamers.
I
All right?
woke up
Whoa,
at 6,
he's horrible. He's
I woke up at 6 p.m.
I
today.
resent that statement. I only
Yeah.
slept through 2 alarms and woke up at half 11.
I-
today.
Yeah,
have-
Koiba and Soko are on that shit, but
I mean, like,
and
I
maybe
have
Bell.
to be,
I don't know.
I have to be on that shit.
I mean, I literally can't sleep like more
I
than
mean,
like 4 hours.
classes start again tomorrow, so starting tomorrow, I'm gonna have to, get back into shape, I guess. Can we make this a weekly thing? Like every week, you just hit us with whatever weird dream you had this past
If
week?
I have
'cause-
fucked up dreams, that was like notably fucked up though. Like I
Yeah.
was really.
Start eating
I
cheese
had another
before
one
bed.
not long ago. Well, I say not long ago. It was, I don't know, still technically summer, I guess. Where like my window was wide open, and I had this. It was the same shit again. Like I woke up and I went back to sleep, and like in the dream I could see like a bathtub with a shower curtain around it, and like something was in the shower, and like it pulled back the shower curtain and started coming out of the shower, and I just woke up like, "Ah!" like really fucking loud, dude. It was fucked, dude. And I was like, my window's wide open. I hear people outside. There's like no way they didn't hear that shit just now.
You're just
fucked.
walking
We
outside
now
and
know
suddenly you
that
go,
when Dude
"Whoa."
is scared and
Yeah,
wakes
like,
up, he
it
sounds
was-
like
it was
someone
fucked.
in a horror film.
Oh my
like
God.
a B-movie horror film.
All right. Anyway, that's this week's segment of Funny Dreams with Duke. Tune in next week for the next installment in that segment. And for today's sponsors, your name here. Hit us up.
Yeah, there you go.
Hit us
Dude,
up.
oh, I just saw like the one where Sam Riegel didn't prepare anything, so he just has the track play in the background, and he's like, "Hey, big bro, what is it, little bro? What are you playing?" And then he just like plugs the game like in the gaps. There's just like blank gaps. And it's so fucking funny.
We're here to play D&D.
We are.
So if there's no more announcements, nothing you want to share with the class before we get started. Apologies beforehand, because I'm on one today. Koiba's on one today.
Yeah, I'm
It's gonna
fucking.
be,
I'm a little.
I'm a little out of it.
So we're doing more like serious, dramatic backstory arc.
And I'm
Yeah.
a meme.
Oh, we've just got Cobra and Dutch being like, whoop-a-doop-a-doo.
I mean, I've never in my life gone whoop-a-doop-a-doo, but
You just did.
Yeah, guys, it's
there were quote marks. There were
Gypsy.
quote marks there.
Gypsy. It's a brand uwu type session.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
That's what you think. Last we left off, the Heroes of Exile traveled to the Phalem Forest to pick up their friend Trim. Partook in some recreational drug usage on board of the ship. Some more than others, and some people also, you know, you had Matthias, who was pretty chill under it all, and then there was
That was big chillin'.
Neronk, who flat out just passed out and mentally just wasn't there anymore. You know, as you do. You arrived in Ladderfall in the Flatlands and met up with Joffrey, the captain of the Empire's army in the Flatlands. Pretty much the one in charge of the war against the orcs of the Burning Scar. And you basically got asked to check out Fort Rellimar and retrieve some important documents from there, because some strange orcs have managed to take over and make a foothold in that fort, which is on the inside of the Flatlands. So this is their like first foothold in the actual Flatlands, which is bad. And then Bran also got told some other stuff that he is gonna have to deal with. You all went to the Prancing Unicorn, had some drinks, met the barkeep and her duplicates, and went to sleep. And it was pretty good. You had a good night's sleep. You wake up, and it is now the next day, ready for you to. I'll ask you guys this first. What time did you intend to wake up? Because you went to bed relatively early.
Yeah, we wanted to leave at
We
night,
wanted to-
right when it was dark.
Yeah.
We wanted to wake up when we still had maybe... I would know how long it would take us to walk there, right?
Yeah.
So we would wake up at a point where once we'd walked there, we'd still have a couple hours of darkness.
Okay.
We can still get that long rest.
Okay. Yeah. So you wake up
What's a long rest?
roughly, I'd say 2, 3 in the morning. In the middle of the night, barely rested enough to get a long rest. Nakul and Narank are no longer exhausted. Because that was a thing. You lose your point of exhaustion, Narank, because you rested. You get downstairs in the tavern and no one's there. It's quiet.
Is the door unlocked?
You walk up to the door. It's not unlocked, but you can see that there's like a little the keys on the inside of the door, so you can just open it and
Okay,
get out.
cool. Because we didn't tell anyone at this establishment we were leaving at 2 in the morning.
No, that's true.
Right. Off we set.
Okay.
Up to 4.
Up to a fort.
Brian.
I'll lock the door behind us and slide the key back under the door.
Okay. Abran, where do you lead your allies? You know that Fort Rellimar is southbound.
Then we're going to be heading south. Because if I remember last session, I did not know of any other entrances.
Correct.
So, and the landscape around it is pretty much like flat and barren. Like there's nowhere to take cover.
Not really.
Okay. Then yeah, I have no other choice but to lead us stealthily as possible. Once we're at what I would understand to be like a visual range of it.
Okay.
At the point where I think someone might be able to see us, we'll start being stealthy. But we're heading for the main gate.
As we leave, can I inspire my fellows?
Inspiration dice.
No.
Oh.
I'm talking temporary HP.
Oh, you want to do inspiring leader? Yeah. But what
Yes.
do you tell him?
Wait, let me just double check. Oh god. There's so many things. Where is it? Here it is. Spend 10 minutes inspiring your companions. Choose up to 6 allies. So
That's the entire party.
yeah, but it's including me.
That's still the entire party.
Wait, there are 6. Why do I think there were more?
Because there used to be more. And then
There were more.
we
Okay,
raided
then
these.
all 6 of us.
we ran them out of the group by being
Um,
assholes.
What do I tell them? Well, guys, we killed a dragon. I'm sure we'll be fine. They're just orcs.
Oh no.
We did kill a dragon, so we must be pretty great. And it goes on like that for 10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes of, hey guys.
We
Fair
killed
enough.
We killed a dragon.
Fair enough.
Still
Fair
will
enough.
be fine.
And that's
How many
15
10?
temporary HP for the game.
God, I'm an orc cunt.
All right.
When we get to a point that makes sense for us, when we start being like having to begin to be stealthy, Trim will cast Pass Without Trace.
Pog.
Okay. Yeah. You travel. Anyone keeping an eye out while traveling?
Nicole,
I will.
Okay. I want you guys to roughly halfway down your journey. So you've been marching for a good 3 hours. Roll perception check.
Everyone or just the people keeping an eye?
The people that are keeping an eye out.
Fuck
When
you,
we got
Mark.
the people
God
with
damn it.
+1 and +0 wisdom.
I mean, I mean, I've +1.
I have proficiency.
I'm
do you mean?
proficiency ticket.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay. So
That's a 12.
12.
5.
5. Okay.
5 and 12. Let's go, boys.
You see in the distance definitely some source of light, very, very far away, in the direction that you're marching to. And you see smoke, thick black plumes of smoke. Typically, the type of smoke you would see if, buildings are burning down or proper like big fires. You also see the closer you get to where you're going, the ground's starting to turn from this green, yellowish grassland to just this barren red sand. Trees on your way there are starting to wither and die, and the closer you get to what you assume is Fort Rellimar, it's starting to look a lot more like the ground in the Burning Scar. Something about the orcs being in an area long enough turns the environment into something dead, barren. So the closer you get, you notice that just the closer you get, the more fucked the land looks, and trees are dead, and there's these weird spires of twisted rock coming out the ground that are definitely not something that is normal to areas like this. Eventually you get close. Like you all to whoever is, just for the sake of this, Octanus and Nakul again, since you were the ones kind of keeping an eye out. Once you get close, roughly half an hour out from your from Fort Rellimar, I roll another perception check.
Dirty 20.
22.
That's better.
I feel safe now.
Yeah.
You start seeing flashes of different colors coming from the fort that you can now clearly see. You can see in the distance the fort. You can see flames bellowing over the fort's walls. You can see black smoke, but also these purple and green flashes, giving away that there's something less natural, more magical going on in there. And you also see that the entire fort is surrounded by a large moat that, Abran, you don't remember being there. And the closer you get, you realize that the moat's not filled with water, it's filled with lava.
Nice. Does there seem to be anyone on the walls watching, keeping guard?
Make a perception check. You're at this point, you're close enough to where you can actually make out figures on the walls and stuff.
21.
The lighting of the lava, because it's still not quite sunrise yet. It's still kind of dark, but the light from the lava kind of helps you seeing any figures that might be close to the wall or on top of the wall because of just the sheer amount of lava. It's actually quite a large source of light. What's your roll?
21.
21? Yeah, you can make out figures kind of like patrolling the walls. It's a large wall, and you make out like on this. You're coming in from the northern side because you're traveling southwards. On just the northern wall alone, you can see like 6, maybe 7 figures kind of marching around, keeping an eye out.
Okay. Does there still look to only be one entrance?
Yeah, you look, and there's no entrance on the northern side, which is what you remember.
No
Okay.
breaches in the wall or anything?
No, not on this side, at least, as far as you can tell. Something that you do also see is that there are these twisted rock spires that came out of the ground that weren't there before that you could potentially use as some form of cover to get a little closer. So that's, I guess, a lucky side effect of what the orcs do to the land. It grants you some more cover. But from this side of things, you don't really see an entry point.
At this point, you said we're like probably half hour or so away. Yeah, Jim will cast Pass Without Trace now.
Okay.
If it's made aware that we're all close.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're, unless anyone else has any other ideas, we're going to approach stealthily.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest you run in kicking and screaming. Do you think maybe we should try and walk around the perimeter maybe and see if there's any other way in? I don't know if we'd be very well greeted if we were to walk in the front door.
It might be best to have a look at something like that when we're closer, rather
Or a
than...
ladder maybe. Or the flying carpet that we never bought.
We did buy it.
Why
we
don't
did?
we
We have
approach...
that.
Then the flying carpet.
Did
Yeah,
you?
you took my money.
But isn't it?
That we did.
It'd be kind of obvious, you know. You look in the sky and it's just a flying
Well, no, we
carpet.
just
Magical carpet
use it to get
ride.
up onto the wall.
If
no
we
higher
sneak
than
up
that.
to the wall and then fly like, just right next to it, I think we can put it about
Maybe 2 at a
1 to
time. It
3 of
just
us.
slowly it floats us
3
up.
with
We
Trim.
hop off, hide. You know.
I mean, yeah, that sounds good to me.
This sounds like a
if there's any
terrible idea.
sections
What are
of
you on
if there's
about?
any sections of the wall without guards, of course. I mean, that might be a terrible idea.
I hate to agree with Actanis. I find myself agreeing with Actanis. When I was looking at them on the wall, did I see any particular sections where there were no guards? Did they seem to be stationary or patrolling?
There were stationary guards, but there were also extra guards that were kind of patrolling past all the stationary ones. Pretty heavily guarded.
I think if we're going to sneak up onto the wall, we need quite a big distraction, or we need to be prepared to fight. So we either
I
sneak,
can cause that distraction.
onto the wall, or maybe over the wall to the other side, or through.
Is
the
it
wall.
noisy, the camp?
The closer you get, you can now hear the sounds of just a raging fire coming from inside the fortress walls. You can hear some shouting in what you assume to be Orcish. Don't know if anyone speaks Orcish.
Not me.
No.
Oh, Dolgrim, dude. Let's get Dolgrim.
Let's get Dolgrim.
Then for all that you guys hear is just a bunch of just a bunch of shouting.
Shouting and fire. Okay.
Yeah, that's the sounds you hear. There's definitely activity going on within the fortress walls.
So what are we looking at? Big wall.
With a large
What shape is
lava,
the fort?
with a large lava moat surrounding
A
it.
moat of lava with any bridge? Just the one bridge?
Not on this
Any
side.
bridge?
Not on this side.
No bridges this side.
Do I remember,
Flying carpet might be the
or
way.
can I tell from here what the wall is made of?
Make a history check.
18.
You remember that the walls are made from a thick, dark stone, and you know that the insides of the walls and the foundations of the walls are reinforced with metal.
Well, I don't think we're going to be using any sort of stone shape or similar to get through.
Hmm.
I mean, I can get one person in and myself, if need be.
I can get myself at least over to the other side. For I can fly
You can fly.
with the magic of my lyre.
Isn't that a bit loud? A liar.
This place is quite loud. I could probably play quietly and get away with it.
I'll believe you if you say so. It feels counterintuitive to me, but
Well, that's the only way I can fly, unfortunately.
I could carry you.
I could summon the giant hands to carry me and maybe one more. But we do have a flying carpet, so...
Yeah, I think that the flying carpets are best idea.
Do we know how high the carpet can go?
We haven't tested it. So.
We
You
haven't
have
tested
no
it.
idea. Like
Maybe
the
we
idea
should
of
test
a
it.
carpet
Okay,
that can fly
how
and
much-
is strong enough to pick people up is already strange enough for you as it is.
How much land is there between the base of the wall and the start of the moat? So, like, if we got over the other side,
How far would we
there
have
was room
get
to
the-
stand, right? It's not like
yeah,
just
there's like another 50 feet of land
Okay.
attached to the fortress walls before the moat starts.
Say we just got to the other side of the moat. Somehow without being seen. And then maybe figure out what we're doing from there. But I honestly don't know how we're going to cross the moat without being spotted. I don't think I can help at all there. I can turn one of us invisible.
I think the
Maybe
problem we're gonna have.
Nicole, what can't you the door? Can't you
I mean, yeah, I can teleport myself and someone else.
just one
What?
other person?
I can do like one person, and then, I mean, I can go back and ditch someone there, but like I can't like, it doesn't
How
need
far?
like 500 feet. I mean, but I have to like no, I have to kind of like see it, or I can just say a direction. But like, if I fuck it up and I like go into a wall, I don't really go anywhere, and it fucking hurts.
Well, no, just say we got within 500 feet of the foot of the wall, and then you know go through the door, out to the base of the wall, so they can't see you from the top. Then at least two of us are over there already. I mean,
That's
comes
true.
to I could go to like the top of the wall with someone. We kill like the guards that's there, like kind of stealthy,
don't-
just push them into the lava. Just walk the wall. I teleport
I
behind
don't like
them,
the sound
push
of that.
them, push them in the lava. They're out of the way, then we fucking carpet it up.
no, I really want to push someone into the lava. That sounds like a good.
Also, that would
Good idea.
take quite a push. There's a good amount of ground between the lava and the top of the wall. It's
Well,
Yeah.
if it falls, if
I.
it
not
Just
that I
grab
doubt your
someone
great
and then-
strength, Dragonborn, but
We're
that's quite a
going-
push.
We're either going over the wall or we're going through the main door. I don't think there's any way for us to get.
I mean, are
Through
they
the
like
wall.
to think someone's just gonna walk in through the main door though? is that going to be the most heavily guarded or the least? Because they don't think anyone's stupid
Well,
enough to just
even-
fucking saunter in.
Heavily guarded or not, it's going to be guarded.
I'm not sure that orcs are necessarily capable of rational thought. I
That
think
sounds
it's more a
racist.
case of, in my experience, orcs will guard anything important, anything edible, and anything that's considered an entry point.
You also remember Joffrey telling you that these orcs are not like any orcs
I remember.
he's faced before. But in your experience, orcs aren't necessarily very smart, but smart enough to know what the priority is when it comes to protecting things.
Yeah, to
How
protect valuables, food, and a dog.
Far away are we right now?
We'll say that at this point on, you're getting closer and closer to the point where I'm gonna ask you all to roll a stealth check. And add a +10 because pass without trace.
Okay. 25.
25. With the +10? 15?
With
32.
the +10?
Okay. 13?
15.
What did you say, Belle?
+10.
I have +10, 27, yeah,
37.
32.
Said 27.
Trim's,
I give up with that.
Trim's 31.
Jesus.
Cool's 21.
I am also a 21. I did roll with disadvantage as well because of my armor.
Okay, so you guys,
I really got a 3, huh?
you guys get closer. Do you have no stealth modifiers for your own?
I have a +2 to
Oh,
stealth.
wow, that's crazy. Okay, so you guys get closer, and you all seem relatively quiet. Matthias kind of, while sneaking closer, is giving himself a little bit of a pep talk. That he thinks is pretty hushed, but it's actually a little louder than anticipated.
Everything's fine. They're just orcs. We can do it.
Okay.
We've got this.
You killed the dragon.
Does he talk to himself in one voice or all four?
Just one.
So what do you guys do? What is your plan? You are now definitely within the limits of whatever you want to do. You can do it
Alright.
now.
I could cause a distraction for us. And it'll be real loud.
I mean, I could.
Are we
Clap
really
those
not going to
booty
look at the other
cheeks.
side?
Because I could go invisible over to the other side of the wall, put a black powder blanket there, and then explode it.
I mean, how are you going to get to the other side of the wall?
He means the south side of the keep, I think.
I do have those windwalking potions that I can use to get to the top.
Oh, you mean the other side of... It'll be distracting for sure.
It's on the
I don't-
inside.
I mean, I could also try to do it inside.
Oh, no, I'm just...
I mean, if we're
Do you
going-
mean the exterior of the wall?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
it's
we're going
not
on
on
the
the other
exterior
side of the
wall.
camp?
I mean, if we're going like
Or
on
do
the
you mean the interior of the exterior wall?
I mean, if we're going on like the interior, I mean, I could fucking get you over there, roughly. We might, as long as there's nothing there, as long as we guess.
So which, compass-wise, which side of the fort are we on?
North.
We're on the
North
north
side.
side.
We're on the north side. So so it's just like us, however much land, lava, a little bit of land, fort, and it's
Yes.
just a wall.
Yeah.
It is a fort, so you said that we are.
And we can see
True fort.
people on the wall.
Correct. You can see from now at this point everyone can see there's definitely orcs, very large orcs on top of the wall. Both walking around and standing stationary.
And like,
Shit.
how big did you say the moat was? Like across?
I didn't. But now that you
Oh.
get closer, it's roughly a 60-foot
It's 60 feet.
moat, just filled with lava.
Are there anywhere on the lava that like is all like completely molten? Is there like bits of like cracked a little bit and like where it's like cold or like it's I say raining?
It's all just molten rock. Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
And is it like flowing or is it like just a pool? Like
It's flowing.
It's flowing. Okay.
Does it?
It's kind of like, it seems to just all be flowing into a counterclockwise direction.
Okay.
But it seems to be moving. Yeah.
Does it seem to be flowing out of anywhere, or is it just rotating?
Hard for you to tell. You're on the you're on one side of the fortress. You don't know what the hell goes on
this
around
side,
the corner.
can I see it? So
On this side, it just goes around the corner.
Okay.
I do want to try something, but this is just quite being curious and not something.
I
You
want
want
to
us
try
to
something.
try
Actually, guys, I have
walking
no
on it?
idea.
So do I.
Go
We could
on.
all just wind walk up to the ledge.
I mean, but then we're gonna be seen and probably fucking shot at.
Yeah,
It's on the wall at least.
It gets us on the wall, but I think we'd be better off. I mean, there's like debris and rocks and whatever between us and the edge of the moat. We'd at least stand a fair chance of getting to the edge of the moat unseen, and then it's just a short hop to the other side, and that's only a small risk of being seen. And then maybe we could just sort of make it around the outside of the fortress and look for a different way in, or a.
I mean, yeah, if we just try and aim to get to like close to the walls we can get, we're not like, going on it, like across the moat.
Because
So
just
we could.
just a ragtag group of heroes floating through the air to the edge of the wall seems like a terrible idea.
As far as I remember from a long time here, there's no other ways in. So we either go over the wall.
What's to
or through the
say
door.
that the orcs haven't made one, and we just haven't seen it yet?
We should go around the
Or
other
would they make
faces
a
of the
separate
fort.
entrance?
I don't know, they're orcs.
They might have blown a hole in the side of the wall. We don't
That's
know.
what I'm
Yeah, to
saying.
get
There
in.
might be a breach somewhere. There might be siege ladders lying around.
I
They
mean,
had to overtake the fort somehow.
I think, personally, they wouldn't have left such an indefensible position open like that. But if you guys want to go have a look, then we can have a look.
There's no harm in trying, as long as we don't get
Unless
spotted.
we get
that is.
caught and die.
Well,
We run on Earth without risk any either.
you know, as far as it goes, there's still 60-foot moat of lava between us and them, either way. So
I mean, like I said, I could get me and someone else like across the way.
Okay. So
I can turn
Dutch,
invisible.
Hi.
this side is where the main door is, right? The north side?
No, south side. That's what I meant.
south side. Okay. When we
Oh,
get
what if we
round to the
split
south
up?
side. That sounds like a terrible idea.
3 of us go around to the west, 3 of us go around to the east. We meet on the north side, or maybe we do some kind of magic messaging, sending, whatever. If we do see anything, and if we don't, then we just meet up. It's on the
the other
south
side,
side
yeah.
where the gate is.
Or something happens,
Trim
half
kind
of
of
the
like
group are on their own.
half speed. Like I can only make one group like more stealthy though. One that's all together. If you want me to be more stealthy.
Think we go around as a group. on
Okay,
the off chance
okay.
Something happens.
That's fine.
If someone gets in trouble, I would rather not have a fort full of orcs between me and them.
And a moat.
So, Heroes of
120
Exile.
feet.
What do you do?
We'll go to the west side.
Yeah, go that way.
West side.
Okay.
I hate you. With every
Um,
part of my soul.
You sneak around. You sneak around using the twisted like rock spires that seem to have just been pulled out of the earth as cover. And eventually you round the corner and you see on the west side of the fort the same moat. You also see another just solid wall that seems to look very much like what was on the north side. More patrols on the wall. And you can see that, at least on this side of the fort, it pretty much looks identical to the north side.
Poorly.
Let's go back around to the east side.
At that point,
How long has like?
are we
How
going?
long does it take us to go around and whatnot? It's basically, I want to know like how long's past our trace like up. So obviously, once that drops, it's gonna.
I mean, you definitely spent some time, you know, bickering, trying to decide what the hell to
Well,
do.
it lasts an hour. It lasts an hour. So like.
I won't have run out quite yet, but soon. TM.
Okay.
Just let me know when it.
Are we going to continue going left and go to the south side where the entrance is?
I think we should.
I think we
should
go
double
back around the other way because
You
where
want to
the-
go all the way around?
Yes, because where the front entrance is, there's likely to be more guards.
I
I think
agree.
we already know that on the north side it's standard fare.
Yeah.
I guess we go around
Do you wanna
then.
put these
I
on?
think we go back around.
We go back.
Roll
we're gonna go back
another
around.
roll another stealth check.
Oh,
Plus
disadvantage.
Uh
Still
oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and go invisible now.
Still with a plus 10.
Shits and giggles.
Do we still have pass without a trace?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well that's a 12.
38.
20, 29.
I got a natural 2.
You
Trim,
start.
Trim got a natural 20.
So there's that.
So that's a 32, and Nicole got a 25.
You
Trim's
proceed
really
to
fucking
start
stealthy.
sneaking back around the way you came. And what did you roll, Abran?
12.
12.
With
You
pass
hear-
without a trace.
You hear behind you cling, 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 cling as Abran is kind of just shaking his armor around a little bit too much. And shortly after that,
Gulp.
an arrow lands in the sand, like in the ground beside you, and you can hear now shouting from the wall "Urgh!" as you've been spotted, and orc archers are readying another, like
Yeah, I'll
5
take a
of
shot at
them.
one of the archers.
5 of them
Shapeshift.
are getting ready to rain down on you, essentially.
I
I whip out my vial. I cast hypnotic pattern.
I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
I'm gonna take cover.
But first, the archers have to drop on you, so they go first.
Oh, sneak attack. Sneak round. Ambush. We die.
Okay.
It's a lot of,
You
it's a lot
see,
of rolling.
they seem to be aiming their bows at you, and then suddenly they aim up.
Oh no.
And as they shoot up, all 4 arrows, the arrows seem to disappear, and all of a sudden, you can see above you just this rain of arrows, just all coming thundering down.
Oh, no.
Magical arrows, blue purplish in color.
Arrows will block out the
I
sun.
need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's literally that scene. Oh, fucked.
oh Trim, you're fucked.
Dex.
Dex save.
I
Yeah.
have plus 0.
Natural 18.
Nice.
Oh, Nicole Dex. Okay, that's a natural 19.
One for me.
14.
That's a 5 for Trim and
11.
and a 22 for Nicole.
11 for me.
Did you roll with advantage, Octanus?
Oh my
oh, wait,
god.
no, I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Danger
I
sense.
apologize beforehand.
Okay, that's 18.
We're
for
all
me.
dead.
Those who rolled lower than 15
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hit me.
take. This is nuts, bro. This is nuts damage. Like
Remember to add you.
4d12 damage. Two 11s, a 9, and an 8. Like that's pretty. So those who rolled under 15 take 39 points
Oh.
of force damage as
What's
you
that
just
minus
spot.
15? Because
So,
that's the 10 hit points
24.
Save is
24.
no damage?
Save is no damage.
gone.
You managed to
So they're
dodge out
just
of the
there,
way.
and like Ali G style,
24.
there's a line around them of arrows.
Kind of, yeah.
And we're just sitting looking like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Pink
Your
cushions,
pink
yeah.
cushions, just like.
Yeah. So 39 points.
I look back at Nicole and he's like,
39 points of force damage for
Like a
those
hedgehog.
that
No,
that
Nicole
didn't make
got
the save.
22.
oh,
And
thank God.
you can see them getting ready
Brand is a
for.
hedgehog.
You can see them getting ready for another volley. What do you guys do as a group? What do you decide to do now?
Hypnotic
I'm
Pattern.
casting tongues.
I look at Katanis and kind of give her like a want to go up there and kind of ask if she wants to go up.
Okay. Well, okay, roll initiative then. In that case,
Okay.
No, can I
Oh.
please shapeshift first?
I'll give you all. Actually, no, because they were the one that had to drop on you. No, roll initiative.
Hell,
Sorry,
that's
sorry,
death.
guys.
We've been scarpered.
Sorry, guys.
It's fine. They got sneak round.
11. Let's just pray Hypnotic Pattern for bonus action.
I can't remember the proper word for it other than sneak round.
Spoiler
Surprise
alert.
round, bro.
Surprise
Surprise
round.
round. That's
It's
it.
not.
I couldn't English.
Where's my
However-
pen, mate? There it is.
The first time in the campaign, I've got a good initiative
Oh,
roll.
for fuck's sake.
Koiba, however,
No, Dutch, you know how I mean, it'd be like, wouldn't it be dumb if I got the same fucking roll for Trim and Nicole?
Did
I rolled
you?
on the die the same fucking numbers.
Nice, bro.
Oh,
There's
don't-
different. There's
Don't
different.
forget though, we all had fucking temporary HP, so you know.
Yeah, I mean that's why
How
I
much
asked.
Wait, we
temporary
did?
HP did we have?
15.
15.
15.
So you subtract 24 off of your actual HP in that case.
or you just put your 10
Alright.
hit points on D&D
Initiative. As far as you can see, there's 4 archers on the wall. But they did shout out for help. Initiative 20 plus.
Oh, ooh.
Not me.
Okay. 15 and 20.
18. Because I have a plus 0.
Okay. 10 to 15.
11.
Trim 14, Nicole 12.
I got 15.
15 for Octanus. What was that, Koiba? Sorry?
Trim got 14.
Uh-huh.
Nicole got 12. So
Trim.
they're fucking going back to back.
They sure are.
Streets
Ronk, what did you roll?
Rolled an 8
Nice, dude.
Big
Was that
pop.
right? Oh, yeah.
rolls today.
Maybe use a different
10
die in
pets.
combat, Soko.
I rotate my dice. I rotate them. So
I've
Okay.
already one's in jail. For me,
One
Maybe
of
you need to commit
the-
to get it to work.
One of the orcs on the wall immediately goes and takes another shot. Let me whip up the fucking orc sheet real quick.
Oh no.
The orc on the wall stashes his bow and whips out what seems like a book.
Oh no.
Starts chanting some words, and you can see lights start to glow around the book. And this is the first time you've ever seen an orc, let alone hold a book, but also cast a spell, apparently.
Man like Gul'dan.
Kind of.
You're about to give us the suck.
And as the incantation and the spells,
The two.
the incantations stop and the colors fade, you look at a small red dot being sent in your direction. And as it
Oh,
travels
no.
towards you, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it hits the ground in the middle of all of you and just as a large
He really hit us
fireball
with the fireball.
erupts. Yeah. And you were all clumped together, so I want all of you to make a dex save.
Oh. Oh wait, no. It's fire damage.
Yeah, it's fire damage. We're fine, Gypsy.
I was worried. I was like, wait, is it force damage? But
Oh, natural 19!
Nice.
Oh, Trim's good. Trim's good. Okay, cool.
I'm
Dirty,
gonna roll to see how fucked I would be.
dirty 20 for Trim.
Nothing.
22 here.
Okay.
7.
I mean, you're lucky you're resistant. So.
Yeah, but
And actually, how fucked with Nicole have been?
That's alright.
Not fucked at all.
Those who rolled under 15 take 28 points of fire damage. Those who rolled higher take half, so 14.
Me and Koiba out here.
Octanus, you also
Fire
take 14 because you failed the save, but you are resistant. So
Trim is resistant, so she takes 7.
yeah. All right, that's his turn. Abran, you're up.
I said I'm gonna do it, so even now I've changed my mind. I'm still gonna go through with it. I'm gonna cast tongues
Okay.
as my action.
All right. Interesting.
I said I was gonna do it before the start of combat.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So, I'm gonna cast it on myself. It is not concentration.
Mm-hmm.
I can just now understand any spoken language I hear,
Okay, so you'll be able to understand Orcish if they end up communicating with each other?
and if needs be, I can speak it to them.
Okay. That's your action.
Bonus action. I am going to second wind.
Okay.
Fuck me. I'll gain back 4 health. And then... Fuck it, I'm gonna start booking it towards the moat.
Towards the moat?
Yep.
Okay. If you use your full movement, you won't get to the edge of the moat quite yet, but you're getting there.
It's fine.
Okay. So that is your turn, Abran?
Yep.
Another orc on the wall.
How far away is the wall? It's fucking 80 feet where I was next to. But how far is?
You're like 50 feet away from the moat, and there's another 50 foot of land from the moat to the wall.
And then they're like so many feet up. Yeah, they're fucking miles away. Is the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, they are.
Unless you can fly.
This guy is just going to take a shot at... At who is the question? Roll a d6 to find out.
So glad
Yay.
he's not rolling a d6 rather than going, Bran, you ran up. They can all see you.
They can see everyone. So, it's like you're
You know
all
what I mean.
there, like, right for
And
the
your
picking.
running started pretty much the same instant he's taking the shot, so it's not.
He's going to take a shot at Actanis.
Yay.
You sound so happy about
That's a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
You're just trying to cutting words from like however far away we are. I'm just like, you're fucking shit.
What's the range on cutting words? Is there a range indicated?
It's 60 feet, so I wouldn't be able to.
No,
like,
yeah, that's
Can you
I
imagine?
just like
It would
it's
be
like you
hilarious
say
to
that all the orcs here is.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens if you use cutting words and they don't speak common? Oh, what he said, but it
Actanis,
really
you
hurt.
take-
As long as it's not immune to being charmed.
You
it
take
still
12
works.
points of piercing damage completely because you're not raging, so no half damage for you. It is now your turn, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna take cover.
Okay, you can take cover behind one of the spires. Because of the sheer size of them and the way that they are positioned, you can use the spires to completely take full cover.
Also. And I'm... And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So
Trim,
I'm a barbarian.
what is Trim doing, Koiba?
Trim is going to kind of follow Catanis' lead and like completely take cover, and then she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
'Cause she's
Alright.
hot. I'll just cast it at level
What
1.
a bitch.
Yeah, okay. How the fuck do I work out what? How do spellcasters work? What is this?
You go to your spell sheet and
for
lean
Trim,
beyond,
Cure
and
wounds at first level.
She didn't fuck up D&B Beyond's like spells.
It would
That's fine,
be,
all I need. 1d8 plus
1d8.
spell casting modifier. Okay.
yeah, just like
so
read
for
it on
Trim,
the.
it's
1d8
Through
plus
to
4,
wisdom.
9. It's
I mean,
9.
he has the sheet open, Gypsy.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Thank
that.
you. 40. Okay, and then that's gonna pull Trim does.
Okay. So you're also taking cover behind a spire.
Yeah. Take cover by side. If not the same, but yeah, if there's like, I don't know, are there quite a few around, or is there?
Yeah, they're not super close to each other, but there are a few within her range that she can get to and
I'll
kind of.
do one that's different to
Hollow
October, so
Bind.
not bunched up. So like,
Okay.
she's somewhere else.
Okay, so that's her turn. What does Nicole do?
Nicole, seeing everyone else taking cover, is gonna also join them in that. Seeing as no one's like, I mean, Bran moves his full movement towards the lava, right?
Yep.
I just
Aye.
ran. Set off running.
I'll call out to Brian and be like, "Do you want to go up?" and see if he wants to go up.
I
And see if
at
he
this
wants
point,
to go
I'm just
up.
booking it straight there.
Like going to the orcs?
He's going for a
Yeah.
swim.
We doing this? Yeah, but fine. I'm gonna fucking. Oh, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, I'll bonus action rage.
Okay.
And... No, actually, I won't do it in that
um,
order. I won't do that in order at all because that's gonna be pointless. So I'm actually gonna run up to Bran.
If I have time. No, it's not my turn. Never mind.
I mean, I'm
No.
asked you a question. It's all in the same 6 seconds. I'm asking you. Alright, Dutch? That's fine for him to reply.
He
to,
can
yeah.
reply, yeah, but like he
Yeah.
can't do anything.
The only words I'll say then is take someone else.
Okay.
Fuck it. Then if he says take someone else, I run to Octanus then.
Okay.
And it's that. Give her like a thumbs up and see if it's a
She
thumbs
goes-
up. If it's a thumbs up, I'll cast Dimension Door. I'm going right to where those archers are.
Okay. So you all look and see Nicole and Actanis just disappear, and then appear on
And
top of
then-
the wall, right beside the 4 orcs that are shooting at them. For you guys now, as you look down, like off the wall into the camp, there's an army of orcs tearing down buildings, rallying up, hearing the call to arms. And you can see them all being led by this floating blue creature. A familiar creature. One you've seen before.
I
Will
will
Smith.
I find
Then,
in the sky.
then once I'm on top of the wall, then I'll bonus action rage.
Okay.
I learned
You
how
did
to
a
do
smart.
things in the correct order.
Alright.
This new Koiba terrifies
Is that
me.
your turn?
I mean, that's movement.
Action, bonus action.
action.
Yeah. Again.
You fucked everything up.
Look at that spitter.
You fucked
Leave
everything
your
up, and I
friends
hate you.
What was the fucking? There was another. We're spotted, dude. We're
Look,
fucked.
man, I can't help that I roll with disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yeah, just don't wear,
No,
don't wear heavy
no,
armor, bro.
no. I just like if they hadn't teleported on the wall, I could have hypnotic patterned, but I'm pretty sure it affects you guys.
It does.
So
That's fine.
Risk it for a biscuit.
that's fine. Oh, is it?
I mean, can't you technically decide for it to not affect them?
No.
I think it's an error. It's like a,
It's just
like
creatures
a-
inside a 30-foot cube. It's
Yep. So that's everyone.
Risk it. Do it.
oh,
Fucking roll higher initiative, dickhead. How about that?
Not like anyone valuable's up there. Just do it.
hold
What do you
your
do
action.
again? Tick tock, tick tock.
I don't fucking know. Ah!
Oh, fucking no.
All
Alright, Hulk Hogan.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it.
How far away are they? Are they within 120 feet?
No.
What if I use my full movement?
Yes.
Okay, I will use my action
You
to.
saw the calculations in Dutch's head, like.
Yeah.
Wait.
I've done the
Oh,
numbers,
fuck. If
bro.
I shapeshift, I can't anyway, so I might as
Because
well
the
just
wall's
fucking...
the wall's 100 feet away, but they're also like 50 plus feet up in the air. So it's like, from here currently, technically no. But if you move closer, then yeah, they'll be
You
within
know
that
that's
range.
not busting
Diagonal.
out Pythagoras theorem first.
Sorry, bro. Math is not my thing. As you may have realized after more than a year of D&D with me, I don't do math very well.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
that's good.
Fly, right? Target gains a flying speed of 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I run 30 feet, cast fly, then fly 60 feet?
No.
Fuck. Who's left?
It's kind of
just
like it's
me?
kind of like a pick your poison kind of thing.
Yeah.
You choose
So-
whether you're gonna fly somewhere or walk somewhere. You can't like do
Me,
both. As far as I'm
Naram,
aware.
Trim.
Trim,
Trim and Bran.
That's
are on the
it.
floor.
and
I'm-
Bran.
I'm
Mhm.
halfway up the.
I mean, yeah. Bran's like a peeper around.
Fucking hell.
You're gonna have to make a
I don't,
decision here,
dude.
Duke.
I'm at a loss. Like I'm really at a loss. I guess I'll just fucking run 30 feet behind Bran,
Mm-hmm.
and then Big B's hand.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to summon it on the wall.
You summon it besides Octanus and Nicole.
Or
Like,
yeah,
on
or
that
like
wall.
besides one of the enemies that's up there.
What's
It's
the range
120
and
feet
like
range.
where? Okay, fair enough. So you run towards Aberan, and at the same time, you're kind of focusing. Your gloves are starting to glow, and this purple fog surrounds your hand, and you point it up to the wall, and from your hand, this fog flies up and transforms into this large, kind of see-through but not purple hand that just appears on top of the wall to kind of back up Nicole and
Yeah, I'm
Octanus.
immediately going to try and push the orc with the book off of the wall,
Okay.
which is
Please win.
athletics, hand strength. It's strength to strength in an athletics check.
Okay.
And if it's medium or smaller, I have advantage. So
It is considered large, so
it
you
is?
don't have advantage.
but it does have.
But I rolled a natural 3, so that's plus
yeah,
6. So
and
that's
it has
9.
a plus 8. Yeah, that's a 26.
Yeah, so that book orc just you push him off towards the moat or into the keep.
Towards the moat.
Okay.
It pushes the target up to 5 feet.
Up to 5 feet. So he just yeets
Plus-
off. He just yeets off the
Plus
wall.
a number of feet equal to 5 times my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 7. So I can push him 40 feet? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I just
Yeah.
yeet him into the fucking lava?
Not quite, because the lava moat's 50 feet away, but you're on a 60-foot wall. He takes bludgeoning damage from the fall as well, so keep that in
Okay.
mind.
Very
So
fu-
the
well,
hand,
off he
the
fucking
hand pushes, and Nicole and Octanus, you see this like firsthand as this purple hand, large purple hand, appears beside you on the wall and just yeets this orc with the book off the wall.
I like to imagine he Wilhelm screams.
It's a d6 per 10 feet fallen. So on the way down, it takes 23 points of bludgeoning damage just from the fall alone. Just face down onto the floor, right in, like 10 foot away from the moat, prone.
And then I guess
He's not quite dead yet, but he's prone face down in the mud.
Okay, so it says that the hand remains within 5 feet. Is that following the push, or is that before? Like it will stay, and then he falls, and it just stays where it was once he fell.
Sorry?
Well, okay. So let me read it to you verbatim. It's not taking into account you pushing them off stuff. I think is the point. So, hold on. Big. It says, if the target is medium small, you have advantage. Pushes the target up to 5 feet, etc. The hand moves with the target to remain within 5 feet. So I guess that's up until the push ends, right?
Yeah.
like,
So the hand
it stopped
appears.
pushing. And
Okay.
he fell, so the hand is still up on the wall.
It would just push the wall and then.
Yeah, it would just push him to the edge of the wall and then
I'd say
stay where it is.
I'd say. Read it to me.
Like, as he was falling,
Read
would
it to me
fall?
again. One more time. last
If you
part?
succeed, the hand pushes the target up to 5 feet plus your spellcasting modifier, etc.
Yeah.
The hand moves with the target to remain within 5 feet of it. But surely that's if you're pushing on like flat ground, not if you push them off of the edge of something. Because the push has ended, right? So like the push ends, he falls. Like I wouldn't follow because it only pushed him however far.
It sounds like the hand's supposed to follow him down.
Yeah, but
in that case,
it's not still pushing him when he falls down.
I'd say
Like it's not taking that into account, obviously.
I'd say for the sake of this, I'll allow you to be able to control your Bigby's hand to like not follow him because you pushed him off an area where you wanted him to fuck
Yeah.
off from.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you push him on like flat land, the hand will follow. But I'll allow it. I'll allow it for this scenario.
And can I now use my bonus action to use Bigby's hand again? Because I summon it as an action,
Yes.
and then I get to use it. So when you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns, so does that mean I
so
can't
a bonus
now
action
use a bonus
on
action?
subsequent turn, so not this
Okay.
turn.
So then as a bonus action, I will inspire Bran, because he's closest to me.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I'll just tell him, Bran, we killed a dragon, you know.
Actually, I've killed 2.
Precisely. And he gains an inspiration dice, which is a D8.
I fucking hate you. Thanks for the inspiration, though, boo.
All right.
Bam.
So
Watch
that
me fuck
is
it up.
your turn. Naronk.
All right. I'm gonna pull out the carpet
Okay.
as my action.
All right.
Then I'm going to activate my blood right with my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to fly over to the spire that Trid is at.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, so you kind of like hustle up beside Trim. One of the orcs on the wall now has a bunch of targets. Immediately drops his bow, whips out a great axe, a very jagged, rusted great axe, and is going to bop Nicole.
And Bob the angry boy, let's go.
Mm-hmm. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, you lucky fucker. Yeah, it hits.
Natural 6, but a plus 9.
So terrible.
Uh-oh.
Because
Barbarians don't wear clothing.
Barbarians
no
aren't
no
vacation
dex.
tanks, they're health
I'm
tanks.
I'm also low, like low armor, like just low dex, so. Ooh. Below my armor.
Barbarians are designed to
I
be
thought you were the
but-
tank, Barb.
You take
Yeah.
19 points of slashing damage,
So it's
halved to 9.
What the fuck is math? What's 15 minus 9? 4. No, 6. I can do math.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's his turn though.
I can only hit once, idiot.
But now the other orc
Ooh,
has a
fuck,
turn.
I
That's
should
up
have said
there.
idiot. Ooh.
And seeing his ally beat you up, he's gonna beat you up as well.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
that's,
sense a theme.
that's a natural 19, so that hit. That's a 28 to hit.
Misses.
Surprisingly, that one doesn't hit.
The one number.
If they roll double your AC, it misses, right? Like that's how that works. If roll
You
double your
take
AC, it misses.
20 points of slashing damage, so half to 10.
Okay, that's cool. So that's not the same, right?
Okay.
Imagine having the highest health pool and taking half damage.
We go back to the top of the leaderboard, which is the face down, ass up orc at the bottom of the
the way
wall
I
near,
like
the
to
moat, near the moat.
Face
He's going to
up.
use half of his movements to get up and brushes off what seems to be this thick leather armor, and he's going to look around. And you see him kind of start waving his hand and aiming at Aberan because he's like right across from him, across the moat, and is going to let out a thunderbolt just out of the palm of his hand, just towards Aberan.
Hey.
Quickly, what's it? It's lightning bolt, not thunderbolt. Same thing. Pokemon or D&D, same thing. I'd like you to make a dex save, please.
I don't do very well on them, Governor.
He's definitely a dexterous boy, isn't he?
Absolutely.
That is an 18.
Okay, so you take half damage.
I was looking at like that 15. If that's a 15, I'm gonna bardic it. But
20,
take some lightning
23,
damage, I am.
He really fell down.
32 points of damage, so 16 points of, yeah, lightning damage, mate. Lightning damage, mate.
Why can't it be fire damage? Why?
I mean, he saw you brush off the fireball like it's nothing, so, like, he's not an idiot.
I would like to think that at that exact moment, by the way, Bram was there like brushing soot off like.
That's his turn, though. It's now your turn, Abran, so what do you want to do?
Fuck it, I'm pissed. I'm gonna. How far away am I from the moat?
30 feet. No, 20. Sorry, 20 feet.
Okay. As my action, I'm going to activate Radiant Soul. I'm going to take those fucking golden glittering eyes and the massive golden incorporeal wings. And then I'm going to move 30 feet forward so that I'm hovering above
Over the lava moats. All right.
Oh.
You see now, I think for the first time, again, you see now Aberan has sprouted these see-through golden wings that is keeping him afloat.
Egat.
Anything else you want to do, Aberan?
How far away am I now from Lightning Dickhead?
I said the moat was, what, 50 feet? Right?
Yeah.
So 40 plus 10, 50, because he's 10 foot away from the moat.
Okay. Bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And as part of the cast, I'm going to make an attack with it. I'm going to... Fuck it. I'm...
Watch out.
Rand's mad, so I'm going to summon it as a golden bull.
Oh shit, alright.
And it is going to charge directly into the chest of this fucking orc.
Okay. I'll allow it. For the sake
That's a
of
natural
flavor.
19. So,
Yeah, that hits.
27.
Yeah.
So that is...
1 point of damage.
It's 6 points of force damage because I rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
and
really...
3 points of radiant damage.
6, that's 9.
Yeah.
He's looking really rough as this large bull-like object just rams him in the back. He's looking really rough. He's looking like he's having a really bad time. It's not quite enough to do him in yet, though.
Fuck it. Do I... No, it's a waste. I'm not going to do it. I'll end my turn.
Okay. The orc up top. That... What did he do? Oh no, he just took a shot. That was what he did last round. Now there's actually threats near him. He's also going to drop his bow and pull a great axe off of his back.
Ooh.
And they're all going to bully Unicool. I'm sorry, because like they're all just like.
I mean, to be fair, I'm only just like, bah. I landed there, and just shouted in anger at them all.
That's a 12 to hit.
You did the D&D equivalent of the hacker.
Misses.
Someone missed.
He swings his great axe to like swing at you, but because there's already 2 of his large orcish friends kind of like body blocking you, he kind of like he tries to get a swing in, and eventually like he bops one of his ally orcs on the head with like the pommel of his axe, and he's kind of, and that's his turn.
So what you're saying is I can't channel divinity to make that a +10 on an enemy.
No. Actanis.
I'm gonna rage. And
Pog.
I'm gonna recklessly attack someone that just got mad about not being able to hit. No.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20.
Wait.
Nice. Roll your damage.
7, 14, 20.
All right. 22.
No,
So-
just 20. Just 20.
Okay. Well,
I was right the
see.
first time. Sorry.
All right.
I confused myself.
As you do.
And the second attack is also gonna be against that guy.
Okay.
Another all natural 20. I'm not kidding.
Here we go, boys.
Where's my phone?
It begins.
Where's my subscription dice service?
It begins.
For whenever Rebel gets their dice.
It begins, boys. It begins. Here we go.
I mean, we have Soko that nowadays rolls like 5 natural ones a session.
I mean, we say that, but like, I think I'm still the one who's rolled the most nat 20s in one session. So like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's funny to
can't-
hee hee ha ha that Bell cheated.
True.
Someone once
I'm
said Bell
sorry.
cheated.
Yeah.
I've just become the new Hanzo.
Yeah. Hanzo left, but his bad roll luck just got passed on to you.
Yeah, he just gave it to me, dude.
All I can think of is the
the fucking cocked die.
I don't know if anyone. No, someone sent me the screenshot. And I don't know if it's anyone seen it. It's a Kotaku article that's like spending $2.30 on loaded dice was the best thing I ever did. It's like, oh, it's Belle.
Okay.
Damage, that's 26.
Okay. You swing your axe just twice, just, and the orc falls to his knees and is like gaping, just like X in his chest as he falls down. And you can see suddenly on his face and the bare parts of his arms as he falls down, his veins start to glow a vibrant blue.
Oh no.
And out of his mouth comes this cloud of green gas.
Oh no.
And then the orc the veins stop turning blue and he dies. But right before anyone that's in this cloud of poison, like you to make a Constitution saving throw. So that's Nakul and that's Actanus, yeah.
Oh, thank God it's not wide enough to reach me at the bottom of the...
No.
Constitution.
It's anyone within 30 feet of the body, so it's just them two.
23.
30 feet, fine.
18.
What about the other orcs?
They seem to not be affected by it.
18.
Well, what
18?
frickin' do?
What's your roll, Actanus?
23.
Okay.
And you don't get dysentery and die.
Imagine having any semblance of constitution. Couldn't be me.
Imagine having +9 to Constitution.
Imagine...
Plus a 0.
You do not. You take 8 points of poison damage, but you are not poisoned. But you do still take the poison damage.
Oh fuck yeah, half to 4.
Woo.
Because I'm resistant to poison.
So that's your turn, Actanus?
Yeah.
All right. Trim.
Oh fucking yikes.
Trim suddenly, like, Naronk is with Trim on a flying carpet.
I'm gonna... Trim is kind of gonna...
It's my doodle of Abraham.
Yeah, it's just gonna like ask... Like, oh, are we going up? Like, so Trim will kind of like clamber on and like kind of lightly like hold on to Naronk, but like behind him as like, because it's a fucking flying carpet. It's kind of confusing and scary, but it's you basically using Naronk as a fucking human shield as well at the same time. So like, he's
Wow.
but she's just like gonna hide, and I guess I'll just use my action to actually hide.
Okay.
Gonna hide behind Naronk.
Hide behind Naronk while Naronk is gonna be attempting to pilot the flying
Oh,
carpet.
no.
I would like to like kind of peek out, see if I can see them, and like see any like just be peeked out. But I'm gonna be like, Trim's gonna like.
Okay. So you get on the carpet and kind of like hide behind Naronk. That's Trim's turn.
Yeah, that's what Trim's gonna do.
Nicole.
Nicole's gonna fucking just start wailing on some. Actually, you know, this group of orcs, right?
Yes. There's two of them still.
Oh, there's only 2. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking. Okay, never mind. I thought.
Are they in the line? Yeah, they're standing in
like
line to beat
Are
you
they in
up.
a line? I thought there was like 6 of them, so I was like, are they in a
No,
line?
no,
2? Oh, fucking.
it's only two.
I'll hit whatever one gives me advantage because I'm next to Octana.
Okay.
Whichever one that one is.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Because I don't know. I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my long sword.
Your new sword?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the new sword on this one.
Okay.
Okay. That's 22 to hit.
Yup.
And I'm using it two-handed as well. So. That's D10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For 6.
I can't do it because I already did my bonus action to rage.
12. That's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Ow.
All right.
Hit him again.
So you take out your new sword, the one that you took from Raisin.
Yeah.
Long, shiny, very sharp looking. And you notice as you swing at the orc one time, you notice that it cuts through his flesh like butter. Like there's no resistance at all. Like through the armor and through the flesh, just like butter. It's insanely sharp, and it goes with a lot of ease.
And then on the second attack, it's an 18.
Just hits.
Okay. Fuck. Sorry. All my d10s are fucking scattered. Because I didn't think I'd be using d10s. For fucking 8 damage.
Okay.
No. 10 damage.
Whoa. All right. Once again, you cut through some of his armor and just like his chest, completely immediately. Like you don't go very deep into his flesh, but the part of the sword that does stick into the orc's chest area just goes across without any resistance. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Again, my boy.
I would like to cast Fly.
Okay.
And I would like to take to the air beside Aberan. Well, I would probably go as far. I move 60 feet, so I go as far as I can.
Okay.
So I'm probably over the moat.
Almost. You're still like above the moat, but you're very close to the other side.
Okay, and then I would like to use my bonus action to punch the orc that Nakul just attacked.
Okay.
Okay, just let me make sure. So
It's an attack roll.
concentration
Pretty
is
sure.
10 minutes. So it gains flying speed of 60 feet. Okay, and that's a charge used. All right. Yeah. So I think I roll a spell attack for the old Digby's hand.
Yep.
There's a 13.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately. Do you roll a spell attack or do you use its strength modifier?
It's here. I'll read it. Strikes. Make a spell attack for the hand using your
Okay.
game statistics. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Doesn't
I
hit,
don't
unfortunately.
hit. Feels
The
fucking
fist
bad.
kind of like whooshes above the head of the orc and kind of flies around and comes back to land where it landed.
Singing seal as I take to the air.
All right,
That's my turn.
that's your turn. Narank.
All right, I'm gonna fly out from behind the pillar and go 40 feet towards the wall. Kind of like diagonally.
What stats are you looking at for the carpet of flying?
I think you said it was the one that had, at least the fourth one, right? That was on the thing.
Yeah. So the one that can carry the most weight. But that one is
it
full.
the most? Oh, it's the
Yeah.
biggest one.
Yeah, there's four. There's four versions. But the flying speed is only 30 feet, but it can carry 800 pounds.
Okay.
So it can
That's
carry a
fine.
lot of people.
Okay, so I got 30 feet diagonally.
Roll a wisdom check.
Oh no.
As you're, for the first time, trying to properly, like, fly this thing somewhere.
That's not horrible. So was this plus 3, I think? Yeah. So that'll be 15.
15?
Yeah.
Trim hops on the carpet with you, and you kind of, like, stand on it and stand there for a good few seconds, kind of thinking, fly. Go. And eventually... eventually you make a
Sorry,
connection.
I'm on
You make a connection with the carpet, and it starts to hover above the ground. And it takes a little bit of getting used to. Plus, it's kind of like your balance and all that. But once that kind of settled in, it takes off in the direction you tell it to go.
All right.
Where do you tell it to go? What direction are you going?
Towards the wall diagonally.
Okay. Towards where Octanus and Nakul are?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
Is this
I'm
the start
gonna-
of the Naronk Trim love arc?
no.
I can show you the world.
A whole fantastic point of view.
I'm
As they spoon
I'm
over the
still
lava.
surprised you didn't sing it in
Anyways,
Dutch.
And then I'm going
They
to
spoon over the lava.
take 2 shots, because why not?
Yeah.
At the orc that Nicole's not attacking.
That's,
Okay.
Sorry, can we just talk about how badass for a second?
Yeah,
No,
like
he's just on a
on
carpet,
the
like,
carpet with his gun, just
surfboard style, like right in
While singing Aladdin.
While
That's
singing Aladdin.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
More Trim's just sort of like trying to duck under the
That's
back of his
a
gun.
Yeah,
What's
just
my hit modifier now?
sorry, no, I've done nothing with trim, but I want to turn to a
That's a
dinosaur.
23 to hit.
Hits. You're.
All right. That is. Oh god, that's horrible. 19 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then my second shot after I reload. That is 18 to hit.
Just hits.
All right. That's sort of better, I guess. Where'd the other fucking dice go? Oh, there it is. That's 30 piercing damage.
Okay.
Or 30 damage.
Nicole, you see the orc like to your left suddenly just and collapse in front of you as you now see behind him, down past the line of the edge of the wall, Naronk on a flying carpet, just aiming his gun in that direction.
Here's another that nod of just like appreciation.
He's like astride, gun out, trim peeking out from behind, dude.
Yeah. As the corpse starts glowing and the veins start glowing as well, eventually you hear like a fizzle coming from the orc's mouth and nothing seems to really happen and the veins stop glowing. That's Naronk's turn.
Yes.
Now I'm in a whole new world.
I fucking hate you.
So there's one more orc left on top of the wall. And he's just gonna look at his perished friends, look down the wall and see a very hurt other friend. Just taking another swing at Nicole. Like, that's really...
No one cares about the flying bard, but at least Naruto would.
19 to hit Nicole.
I don't get wings or anything. I just float around.
Yeah, that hits. I mean, like, yeah, but that's just a man like levitating up. You know, you're fucking.
Yeah, that's not cool.
You're doing like fucking street magic, like levitating. This man's fucking just fucking
You're
like
literally
flying
astride a
past
magic
you.
fucking
Fuck
carpet.
up with a gun out shooting. Like,
You
that's
take 14 points of slashing damage, so half to 7.
7. Holy.
That's its turn. We go back to the top. There's still the very weakened, hurt guy that got knocked off the wall. And he now sees two people like flying towards him.
And a bull.
Yeah, and a spiritual
Yeah,
weapon
a
bull
spectral
like
bull.
behind him. You're not quite lined up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna pull the line one now.
Yeah, well, I'm more side by side than.
So he decides to fuck me.
Fuck me, Gary. Fuck me.
Please don't fuck me.
Jerry.
Please.
Yeah,
for the
he's
love
gonna
of
just
God.
send another lightning bolt into Abrant's direction.
Oh, thank fuck, dude.
Because Abrant seems like the
Wonderful.
bigger threat.
That's
There's
what
this
we were hoping
large.
Is that within
Large-
30 feet of me?
No, because you're top of the wall, which is
No, I mean
Dex
trim.
save?
Sorry.
You didn't
trim.
use your inspiration die already, did
of
you?
trim.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Saving it.
Okay. That's cool.
I need it.
Make a dex save again, Abrant.
Fuck
me
me.
reroll.
14. I got 13. Plus 1 on my inspiration.
Yikes.
And I have a plus 0 to it. I'm about to go down. I'm falling into a bit of lava.
Yay!
Fuck, that's
Deal.
also within 30 feet. Fuck.
At the
If this
start
is
of
over
your
40,
own
I'm gonna
arc.
fall into lava.
Which you're immune to
fine.
because of your armor. You're fine.
Yeah, but I can still drown.
Yeah, you can.
suffocate.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Lava's pretty
Drowning in
viscous.
lava.
You'll probably just like
You take
sink slowly and.
28 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
That's its turn. Abrant, it is now your turn though.
I mean, I could do the responsible thing and drink a healing potion.
Or
But are you gonna?
but am I gonna?
Yeah, can you not drink and then bonus
Oh
action
no,
just
I
whack him
don't
with the
have
bowl?
any healing
Other
potion.
way, other way
Oh,
around.
nice.
Bonus action. I used my last ones. bonus action, I'm gonna hit him with the bull. The bull is gonna attempt to gore him and lift him up with its horns.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Fuck, no, you know what? I rolled a 4. So that's a 9, but I'm going to Channel Divinity.
Okay.
And make it a 19.
Hits.
That's 8 points of force damage.
That'll do it.
Okay, then yeah.
As you now see, as he just sent out the lightning strike towards you, your spiritual weapon in the form of a large bull just bursts through his chest from the back, his entire head just completely through it, and the corpse falls to the ground. Similarly to what happened, this is the first time you see it, but the orc's veins start to bulge and glow bright blue. And the corpse explodes. And as it explodes, there's a swirl of wild magic, blue and purple streaks. No one is within the range of it to actually have to do anything.
Looks cool,
but it looks dope.
Okay.
I wiped some orc warlock off my face.
I am going to use my action to cast. No. I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to move 10 feet forward and up. Because I have a fly speed of 30 feet, so I'm going to go 30 feet diagonally from where I am. Which I think... fuck, maths. I would still be over the lava.
Yeah.
If I'm going 30 feet diagonally.
Yeah, so you move 15 foot forward, essentially.
And 15 foot up.
And 15 foot up. So you'll be on the other side of the moat at this point.
Oh. I thought the moat was bigger than that.
It's a 50-foot moat, and you traveled like pretty much all the way
I
over
was
it already.
I was only 10 feet over it.
Oh, I thought you moved further.
I was 20 feet away from it. I moved 10 feet over.
Oh, never mind. Then you're still above the moat. Never mind.
In the interest of fairness and hopefully not gonna kill me, I'm gonna use my action to move another 30 feet diagonally, which this time should take me. I should now be like 30 feet above the ground, but I should be above ground and not lava.
Wait, what are you doing?
So I'm using my action.
Yes.
To fly another 30 feet diagonally.
Oh, you're dashing. Okay.
Yeah. So that I'm about 30 feet off the ground. But I'm above the ground at the edge of the wall now.
No.
No. Fuck, you're right. Because I've only travelled 30 feet that way, 30 feet that way.
Yeah. So you're still.
So I've still got 10 feet to go.
You still got to go 10 feet a moat, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another 50 foot until you reach the wall.
Action surge.
And guess you can't heal you.
I'm going to action surge. And I'm going to cast. Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself.
Okay.
Six, 12, 15. It's for 20 points.
Okay. Good to know.
That's my turn done. I've done 2 actions, a bonus action and movement.
Alright. Octanus, you're up. There's only one orc left on this side of the wall for, engage with you guys.
I'm gonna recklessly attack it.
Okay.
Epic. That's like 26 to hit.
It's
Epic.
epic gamer.
That's a gamer moment.
16 damage.
Oh, that's just about enough. That. You finish off the last remaining orc by just cleaving into like the side of his neck downwards, and he collapses. Oh, this is interesting. His corpse starts to glow. in the same blue color as the other ones. I need you all to make the ones on the wall, so Nicole and Ectanis, to make a strength saving throw, as this explosion of force damage now appears and is gonna knock you back if you failed save.
I'm so glad that I didn't use my action surge.
I'm going to use a point of luck.
Hey, you have that. Look at that.
Yep, I'm gonna use that.
Remember that Trim has halfling luck as well, because Laura never
Yeah, I
does.
Yeah, but Strim's not there, right?
Okay.
No, I meant because he used luck.
Okay, so what's your roll? Both of you?
That's 16 for me.
16?
19.
19?
It was a natural one, and then I remembered I had luck.
Nicole, you managed to kind of brace yourself and not get moved. Ectanis, you fly 20 foot backwards, which is enough to knock you off the wall.
Yay.
How many feet
So
do fall per
you-
second?
Let me quickly check.
How heavy is Octanus? What's the...
If I
You
remember-
fall.
Do tieflings get dragged?
It's. Okay, the fall speed is you fall 32 feet per second. So the first second she falls 32. The second she's falling 96 feet. The third second she's fallen 160 feet because you take like the longer you fall, the faster you go.
Yeah, acceleration is
I was just
9
asking.
point.
Yeah.
I
So
think
within 2 seconds she is on the floor. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because it's a 50-foot drop.
There are rules on it in the PHB, I think, where if it's 50 feet, it's just instant.
Yeah, I have the rules right here, and it says basically that the longer you fall, but right here it's technically you fall 32 feet in 1 second and 96 after the second second has
Why does
passed.
it matter how long it takes?
Because you could be within a turn, if it takes more than 6 seconds for you to fall,
Yeah,
you could be, your
if
turn
you
could be
fall,
you're falling.
Say 600 feet,
1,000 feet, yeah.
Narong may have been able to use the carpet and fucking try and catch her or some shit, you know?
Right,
That's
Never
why.
mind. It's not 50 feet. If it's under 500 feet, you hit the ground that turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's within 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I have the rules
Oh.
here, Gypsy. I don't need you to reassure me. I have them right here in front of me.
No. I was looking at like the timing on it, not the speed.
Yeah, so is he.
Yes, yeah. I'm the DM! Grr!
That's literally what Soko was
grr.
asking, was how long it took.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
it'll
asked it.
Ectanis. Because of the way you were standing, I'd say you fall. You appeared behind the because your orcs were on the side of the wall looking at your friends, so you appeared behind them. You were
I feel
finding them
right.
there,
Yeah.
so you fall into the fortress.
Is
That's not
the
gonna
worst.
end terribly at
It's not the
all.
worst. I mean, it's not the worst place to fall.
Could be outside the wall.
It could be outside. You have to fucking get back up.
Could be in the lava.
9, 12,
You're in
13.
lava. You're just in the middle of a bunch
I
of
don't
fucking
think it could
orcs.
quite be in the lava.
No.
You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall.
22.
Yeah, you are
But I'm
still raging, so
so
you
11.
take 11.
Man.
But you are
Nice.
now. You've fallen. I need a map for this because I need to know exactly where you fell. Because you were on that wall.
Oh, we're getting the
Fell
visual aids
down.
out, boys.
Yeah, that for
Visual
myself.
aids.
We're hear anything shouted in Orcish.
I mean, yeah. Throughout the entire fight, you've heard orcs shouting as the camp is, or as the people inside the fortress are like, "What the fuck's going on?" Getting ready. As you
The
like
tiefling
get
is
up from the fall, you see around you. You see to your south, 20 foot to your south, you see a building, and you're pretty much like 10 foot away from another building to your east. So you're in a little bit of a corner. You don't immediately see any baddies around you. We're out of initiative now, guys. What do you guys want to do? You hear commotion in the fort.
Do I see Actanus fall?
Yeah, you see her like just fall.
I want to fly to her.
Well, I was
I'm
just
gonna
gonna say I want to
fly-
fly up to the wall and I want to pick her up with Big B's hand.
Okay,
And bring her back
so
up.
Fair enough.
Ectanis, you see from the top of the wall this large purple hand come down, and kind of like just like, do you allow it, or are you gonna resist? That's first of all.
I mean, it's been fighting alongside you for like the entire fight. So
For like 12 seconds.
No, I'm gonna resist it.
okay, bitch.
Okay.
Okay, bitch.
Arcanus
Time to
hates
grapple.
heights.
Uh,
I've already fallen once. I'm not
Okay.
risking it again.
Make an athletics or an acrobatics
Yeah.
check, Actanus.
Looks like we're going down to tunnels.
Going down.
This thing's strength is kind of wild, so this will be interesting.
22.
24.
The hand grabs around your waist and just kind of like squeezes, not in like a squeezing the life out of your way, but it's like tight enough for it to have a hold on you. And do you command it to fly back up towards you guys?
Yeah,
again?
Just bring it back up,
Okay.
plonk it down on the wall, and then.
Actanus, you just are being taken up and plop. You're back on top of the wall with your friends. We'll say at this point that Naronk and Trim have also arrived. Abran, I'm assuming you also decided to move up there as fast as you could. So you're all
how long have I
gathered on
got
top of the
left
wall.
my minute of radiant soul?
Get up there.
I used 12
like
seconds in
to-
combat.
Enough to get up there. You have like 15 seconds left once you're up the wall.
Are we staying up here or going down quickly?
I mean, like, we're gonna go down, right? Up and all is gonna be fuck all.
I'm going to.
I want to shapeshift and cast Mass Healing Word real quick.
Okay.
I want to.
4th level,
All right.
which is 2d4 plus 7 to everyone. So let's go. Here we go.
Hog.
Yeah, yeet. That is double ones, so you all heal 9 HP.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna do something cool.
He's
In those 15 seconds, do I have time to get my rope out of my bag, pass it to whoever's closest, probably Nicole, and fly to the roof of one of the buildings? Whichever building is closest.
Just the closest by building, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. My wings are going to disappear, and then I am going to find something to tie the rope to.
Okay.
I'm an elf now, by the way.
I'm an elf now, by the way.
The closest by building from where you are is a building that you recognize to be
Oh no.
one of the not the barracks, but one of the buildings that was set aside for just house as many soldiers as possible. Like bedding, nothing much else really, because of the amount of just the sheer amount of people in Fort Rellimar at all times, because it was like the final bastion before reaching the border of the Burning Scar. There was always a lot of people here, and they just needed to have structures enough bedding for the amount of soldiers. So that's one of those
Okay.
buildings. You now see as well, as you're kind of flying over there, there's several buildings that are burning down. You can see the statue that was mentioned to you, the one that you had to reach for the documents. And at the statue, you can see this flying blue creature, one that you have seen before, kind of shouting at the large group of just larger than normal orcs, and they all seem to be rallying up before they all disperse, and some of them coming into the direction of the wall. Not immediately noticing you.
Hey.
I don't like the look of this one bit. I think we should all maybe.
Well, I am
Yeah.
going to.
At
tie
that
this rope
time-
to,
You've tied the rope to the roof, or what were you doing?
a chimney or anything that
Okay.
looks strong enough to hold it.
Yeah, you'll
And
be
then I'm
able
gonna
to
look
do
at Nicole, who I gave the other end on top of the wall.
Just holding it.
that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Um,
just
I'm
taking
gonna-
it.
Now
From,
that
like-
Actanus is back on the wall, can I cure wounds, Actanus?
Oh.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
11
going-
11.
hit
I'm
points.
gonna gesture as best I can. tying a rope to Nicole,
Nice.
and then I'm going to take a
Oh.
moment.
Find something strong to tie this bit of rope to, like probably the fucking wall itself.
Yeah.
It's got like
There's like
what's it called?
parts of the wall where you can tie around.
Ramparts.
Ramparts.
Yeah,
I'm
not
going-
quite ramparts, but there are some sticky out
Yeah.
bits. Yeah.
I'm going to take a moment just to listen and see if I can hear any instructions being given, because I would understand them, because I understand every language.
Make a perception check. What are you guys doing on the wall? Are you, as soon as the
I'll-
rope is tightened, are you climbing over?
I mean, as it gets tied, I'm gonna start climbing up the rope.
Is there still that big
Oh.
clump of like an army gathering?
You don't know. You're not in a position
Can,
where you
can
can
I
see.
just like have a quick look around and see what kind of shape everyone's in?
I'm definitely bloodied.
Wrong's fucked.
I'm pretty
I'm
okay
fine.
now.
I'm very okay. And Trim's,
I'm gonna
Trim's
drink a
very
getting
okay.
potion right now as well, actually.
Yeah, that's probably not a
My
bad
perception
idea.
was 24, natural 20.
I don't want to use all my fucking spell
You
slots.
hear
Yeah.
the Oni speak in Orcish, but you understand it. Just yelling, "Find them!" And orcs are dispersing. And you hear footfalls coming into like around your building. You hear some of the orcs kind of roughly translated, "Last seed on wall, get them!" And they are making their way towards an entry point in the wall where there's like an inside staircase to get up that you know of. They haven't really seemed to notice you up that roof yet. And you gather that your friends need to hurry up to get to you before more reinforcements arrive.
Wait, did he like rappel down or something?
No, he just...
No, I flew down, but I've set up a rope.
Yeah, there's like a
line.
little like diagonal rope for you guys ready to kind of like climb down to get to the
Yeah, I'm
rooftop that he's
I'm
on.
climbing to.
I'll just take the carpet down.
I'm gonna climb to him.
How many people can that carpet carry? I'm hopping on.
800
They can carry
pounds.
you as well. Yeah.
Trim.
Okay,
Trim is
'cause-
going up to the carpet. If
When changing appearance, obviously Big B's hand disappears.
Mhm.
My flight has ended.
so,
I'm now playing the loot. Let's go.
Trim,
My flight has
Alright, so we
ended.
got 3 of us on the carpet.
Trim's on the carpet. I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, make a strength. Just make a strength check.
I guess I'm doing that too.
Athletics or acrobatics. I'd say this is more like upper body strength because you're trying to like climb down a rope that's diagonally sprung. So
It
that's
doesn't matter
athletics.
really. It doesn't really matter to be honest. Yeah, that's a 9. So, you know,
I mean athletics. That's a 9.
that's a 9. I rolled
Fuck
that
me.
2. I'm 2. I don't get like advantage or anything
Um,
because I'm not raging anymore. So
Okay. Interesting. The rest of you guys are using the carpet to skirt.
I
Or
think
who-
Octanus wants to climb
who
the rope
else?
as well.
Who's climbing as well?
Me.
Octanus?
Tannis.
Okay. Roll an athletics check, Octanus.
Roll like
Natural
a
20,
nine, that'd be
calling
pretty
it.
Cool.
The temptation to just use enhance ability because I
Athletic.
never get to is very
Oh,
strong.
that's really good. That is shit. What's math?
What's the math?
Okay, 23.
Okay. You climb down the rope. You see Nicole in front of you struggling a little bit, and eventually Nicole's hands slip. And Nicole kind of starts just plummeting down as well. Like he just slips
I'm
off
going.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
going
How
for
far
the.
away am I when he slips?
You're like 5 feet behind him, but you are using
How
both
far
your
away is
arms
the
to like kind of climb. What do you do, Nicole? Like you start
I-
feeling your hands slip, and you're starting to like one hand lets go and the other lets go, and you're just
I'll cast Dimension Door just to the fucking bottom of the thing and just save myself before I just like boop.
okay.
As
Like-
soon as he's
I'm like,
off, can
"Fuck
I
shit,"
just...
and just like I'm just at the bottom of the rope next to. I'll go right next, like behind Bran.
Okay, so on the rooftop, but like right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'll literally go boom as I land.
Okay.
I punch him in the no.
So, Octanus, you see Nicole start falling, and all of a sudden, he disappears, and you see him reappear behind Aberan.
Can I then use the handle of my great axe to just slide all the way down bottom so I don't have to climb anymore?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd been cooler if I did something like that, to be honest. But
yeah.
I did debate using the extender rod to just. But I didn't know if it would.
Okay. And at that point, you know, the rest of the gang also arrives via carpet. And you're all kind of gathered on the rooftop of this building. Not much cover here besides the fact that you're up top, so unless someone from the walls that are within your like vision looks over, you're relatively safe. What do you
Cool.
what do you want to do?
How's everybody doing?
I hate you so
I
much.
really hate heights.
Yeah. Does anyone have a healing potion? I don't really want to waste any of
I
the
will
spells.
pass Bran a greater healing potion.
Ooh. So that is 44 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right, so we need to
Watch
get to that
me
statue in the middle,
miss
right?
all these rolls.
Can we see the statue from here?
From here, yeah, because you're up top. Yes, there's another building in between you and the statue, and there's around the statue. You can see the Oni that you've seen before, and a group of soldiers kind of like rallying in the middle. And you also see from just around this rooftop that there's orcs pretty much traveling in all directions in the camp, searching for you guys.
How many are in the middle of that group?
Right now, as far as you can tell, there's a good 10 of them still with the Oni.
And how far away are we?
Now you've made Dutch count. How could you?
Yeah, how far?
100
an
and
idea.
150 feet.
Oh shit, we're 150.
Yes, from the statue.
Well, how far are we from the group? Are they just around the statue?
They're like at the foot of the statue, so pretty much the same thing.
Same thing. Let me. I'm gonna have to look something up.
Oh, ho, ho,
I have a really dumb idea.
I have an idea. Whether or not Trim would do it or not, it's a different thing. But I have an idea. I got something.
You're in charge of Trim. Smile.
Are there like orcs underneath us as well, or are they kind of just?
There's orcs literally in every square inch of the fort looking for you guys, because last thing they knew,
Trim
you were on the wall and you're not there anymore, so they're
kind
looking.
of look
I want to cut the
over.
rope.
Okay, so you
Trim kind of asks,
quickly
like,
cut the rope, and the rope goes limp and kind of like hangs down from the wall.
Just so it
Is the
isn't like
rope-
literally, you know, a
Now
big
that the
fucking
ropes-
signpost to the rooftop we're on.
Now that the rope's cut, just out of interest, it was a 50-foot rope.
Mm-hmm.
How tall was the wall again?
50.
50.
Lit, so it's near enough the bottom, so we could always use that to get back out. Good to know.
Trim kind of say, oh, whatever our plans before anyone runs in, I've got something I can do, and we'll kind of wait to see what the plan is.
Well, what's that?
I got this new staff, and I think it can cast very powerful spells that hit a lot of people.
I might have a good friend who can distract them all at least briefly.
Well, I want if we get them all grouped up together as much as we can, I can hit as many of them from quite far away, but then they'll know we're here.
Do they
we
look
can
grouped
fly
like the
carpet
ones
right
that are
now.
at the base of the statue? Like how grouped up are they?
They're standing in line, like a line of 5 and a line of 5 behind them, and they're all like
That's Nicole's dream.
seemingly listening
That is like
to
Nicole's wet dream, and
seemingly
it's such a
listening
shame.
to the guy in
it's really
charge
bad.
giving them
Nicole's
orders.
You say
So-
150 feet away, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
it's a bad one.
I mean, what's your idea?
So I have the carpet, right?
Hmm.
If we flew above the group, I drop a black powder blanket down. She uses her staff.
Because that might actually
It's just getting
work.
to them. It would be gonna be the issue.
I mean, how many orcs? How many orcs are between us and the statue and the group?
Like, isn't it just us, the statue, and the like? There's not like the group is the orcs between us, right? Like,
Well, there's orcs all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
We're in the anthill.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not just those 10. There's also orcs
Oh, I knew
between.
there's loads, but I didn't know like.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought they like they dispersed out more. I thought they were like.
I mean, yeah,
quite
but they're
far.
searching every square inch of
Oh,
the
I see,
fucking
I see.
Yeah,
fortress.
they'll be
and-
like patrolling around,
Yeah.
searching, lifting
Um,
rocks, whatever.
Fuck it. I am going to. I'm gonna try and get everyone to move to the side of the roof, like so that we're quite low down and it's hard to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna gesture at everyone, try and convey that as best I can, trying to be quiet.
Mhm.
No shit.
For the purpose of this, I'd say roll a stealth check, all of you.
all of
Oh,
us.
I have disadvantage.
There's
I just
No.
rolled. I just rolled a
I'm in
natural
these
one.
now.
So
I rolled another
No.
natural 20.
No
I got a
plus
natural
10.
20, but a 13.
No plus 10 because
Oh.
Pass Without a Trace is not a thing anymore.
I also got a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I have
shit.
disadvantage.
27 for me.
27,
Trim.
2 natural 20s,
Trim got
Natural
Trim got
one.
12.
natural 1.
13.
12 for Trim.
Okay. For the sake, because there were a couple of really high rolls, you know, as a group, that kind of compensates for Gen's natural 1.
Hey.
Keepo.
All right, so from now, from here, you're still on top of the roof. What do you guys do? Where do you go?
I am going to shout, knowing that
What?
every orc that hears me will understand what I say.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to disguise my voice somewhat and
Okay.
shout,
Oh no.
for
Oh, no.
reference,
Mm-hmm.
which side of the fort are we on currently? Are we on the...
Western.
We were on like the
western
I
side.
wish you. I wish you would tell anyone these plans in advance.
I'm gonna shout very loudly. They're on the east wall.
In Orcish?
Yeah. I mean, I've got tongues, so it
Roll
doesn't
a-
matter what language I speak.
Roll
You could- you
roll
know,
a performance
right.
check.
Performance.
You could have said
Yeah.
like. You could have said like. Again, you know what an orc
Natural
sounds
20.
like. Say this and sound like an orc, and I would have been able to flawlessly fucking impersonate.
But I didn't know that. man.
Oh, you
You also didn't tell us your
That's my
plan.
life.
I mean, Bran doesn't know that. Bran doesn't know that you can do that.
Is he fucking? What do you mean?
Bran
He
doesn't know that
does.
you
Just
can
know,
turn
just
into
know,
an
it
orc.
doesn't know you can intimidate, like...
Doesn't
it's-
matter.
vocally.
Hey, doesn't matter. It's happening. Roll performance check.
My performance would be 22 total, because natural 20 is it.
Oh my god, this is so crazy. What the fuck?
I'm gonna get fucked, like, when I need a good roll.
Oh yeah.
I
Death
can't
saving
wait till
throws.
that happens.
I should have tried to be scarier, and because my intimidation's better than anything else.
You suddenly hear a lot of movement from around your building. Leave and go into an eastern direction. And you kind of like look over towards the statue, and you can see that at the statue, the group of 10 soldiers are also kind of like following the masses that now all seem to be trekking to the east.
But the big guy's not.
The big guy disappeared. You don't see him anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Do we?
Um,
So we're on a
Yeah.
building right now.
Correct.
I-
Two
and-
floors.
Hold on.
They're
Do we
going
hear any
east,
more
we just-
activity from inside the building?
Make a perception check.
No.
By the way,
Natural one.
As far as you can tell,
cast
as far as you can tell, it's clear.
I cast tongues at the start of combat.
Mhm.
So if you can let me know when an hour's come up.
When an hour's come up, yeah, well.
Yeah. While yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
can-
climb down from the roof.
Before she, I'm gonna grab her arm as she starts to.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hold on. All right. Because I can turn invisible, Brian, if you give me your coin, I can try and get that shit out of that statue before they all come back.
That's actually a good idea. You should definitely do that.
I can go invisible. I mean, I can go invisible.
So me and him can go. So I won't be alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to say nothing. And pass
Okay.
my coin again.
I would also have to shapeshift back to Matthias. Pull out the lyre, cast invisibility.
You guys
I'm gonna
using
turn
the...
it invisible as well.
Uh-huh.
As it is, let's say, Trim, hop off the carpet. Or actually, take the carpet back up to the rooftop. I'm just gonna set us down on the pavement.
Okay.
And I'll set me and Mateus on the pavement and leave Trim on the carpet.
Then Gen and Naronk, roll a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
I've
Trim wants
Here
to
we go.
Trim will
Where's
attempt to put the carpet back up if she can.
That's a
Make a wisdom check.
28, natural 20.
Just
That's,
straight wisdom.
another nat 20.
19.
Just straight wisdom.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 7. Oh,
Trim
great.
is trying, and she doesn't seem to be able to make that connection that Naronk made with the carpet, so she's kind of like stranded there now. Like, it's not listening.
She's like, you hear like just muttering of just like a little bit, just like
So you guys disappear off to the statue.
Yes.
I'll jump down and help trim.
Okay. You get to the foot of the statue with ease. What do you do?
Do we see? I want to look around for the indent that we're supposed to be looking for.
Make an investigation
Yeah,
check.
where does the coin go in?
Ooh, that's actually
13.
really good.
13?
Duke.
Dirty 20.
20? You kind of like search and like kind of like feel around the base, the foot of the statue. And Naronk, you spot a small indentation that seems approximately coin-sized. On like the bottom right of the foot of the statue, the base of the statue.
I kind of
Like a vending machine.
Hey, it's over here. And I'll put the
No,
coin.
it's not like that. It's more like a flat surface. Where,
Oh,
like,
right, where you put the
Like
coin
in
Yeah.
Resident Evil, where you put the things in the statue.
Yeah,
in the room
like
where
that.
the guy dies.
Like that, yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for a game that's literally 15 years old.
Hey, I'm
Uh,
The sergeant dies.
you put the coin in, and the foot of the statue starts to move backwards. It's making a lot of
God.
noise,
Fuck.
Oh god.
That's
but a
what
staircase down appears.
I'm just
Also
kind of
down the
dashing.
stairs.
I'm dashing down there, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
As you go down the statue,
Oh, thank god. Wait, what about the coin? Oh, no!
Oh.
Can we see this from where we are?
I mean, I'm gonna assume that you took the coin out because or if you didn't, then the statue doesn't close. So if you didn't take the coin out, the statue doesn't close. Like it remains open, and you guys go down. That's fair.
Then
Okay,
it's
we'll do
gonna
that.
be open.
Well, no, I'm taking...
Oh, are you taking the coin?
No, I'm not taking the coin.
From you guys on the roof, you see now the statue has moved, and you can see you can see your. Actually, you don't see your friends dive in because they're invisible. But you see now the statue has moved, and there's like a little, there's something going on over there. And you heard the sound of like just a heavy thing being shoved around.
Okay. Gonna stick with what I said I was gonna do and help trim with the carpet.
Okay.
I nearly
When
did
something
something
says
stupid.
wisdom checks, that doesn't include perception or skills at all, does it?
No,
No,
it's
it's
just straight
straight up.
wisdom.
Roll plus wisdom.
What the fuck is a wisdom check? Come on.
If something requires wisdom but doesn't really be encompassed by skills that are wisdom
But not a
based.
saving throw, though.
No,
Like,
not a saving throw. It's just a check.
that's
So
so
it's
stupid.
A
it's
saving throw is to save against an
yeah,
effect.
a D20 plus your wisdom modifier. That's what a wisdom check
Enhanceability
is.
is a fucking shit spell, chat, alright?
No, it's not. It's great. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh no,
Alright.
for enhanceability, I believe that's all wisdom based.
It's a wisdom-based skill.
It just says the target has advantage on wisdom checks.
Yeah, chicks that. Check
Okay.
you.
Regardless, lot of fucking like distractions going on today.
Sorry.
I said we're in the mood. It's the
Um,
mood.
You two went into this tunnel. You see around you a lot of not really traces of. You get the sense that this is not something very old. It's a relatively recent pathway
Does it look like
and
the
chamber
orcs
they
have
made.
all been down here?
Make let's make a perception check first.
That's 11. Oh, 12. Sorry, 12.
You see 12? Okay. You see some patches of dust kind of like lifted off and are less thick than other patches of dust. But you also feel like those orcs were way too big to fit in this smaller tunnel. So you get the sense that something has been here relatively recently, but it's not the orcs.
Something's been down here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Doesn't look like an orc, though. Maybe that blue guy?
Maybe. But he's pretty fucking big.
Did it float?
The blue guy was flying, yeah.
The guy flies, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know. I want to keep an eye out for traps as well while we're down here. Just to be certain. I mean, hidden passage under a statue.
Roll a I roll a perception check just to keep an eye out
Can I help him?
with advantage because Naronk's
Please
helping
do.
you.
Thank fuck. That's another natural one.
Jesus.
That's what 4 now this session, and that is a 4, so 7.
You're catching up.
As far as you can tell, it's clear.
Okay, I'll slowly make my way. Yeah, I guess. How deep does it
Downtown.
go?
It goes down pretty far, and eventually it ends up into being a tunnel that leads into just one chamber. Once you reach the chamber, not triggering any traps, it seems,
Because my perception was just so good.
you see a small room. There's no door. A small room with a desk, a bookcase, several stacks of paper on the desk, and someone sitting in a chair, kind of with his feet kicked up on the desk, wearing dark metal plate mail, helmet, and from like a pretty standard, just like plate helm. Where his eyes are, you can see this like glowing blue light.
Always a great sign.
Now we're invisible. so-
You are invisible, so he doesn't see you. Wielding by his side a large blackened steel blade, and he's sitting
Do I
there.
recognize him?
No, you don't.
Is his hand around the sword?
Yes, it is.
Does he look like a baddie?
It looks
Like,
like.
is there anything
Reading
about
him
him that
can
may
we tell,
resemble the knights or like the whatever of the of brands? You know, the guys. Like, does he look like one of the boys?
Make a history.
Look like
Ma-
one of the lads.
make a history check.
Come on.
One of those guys.
It's
One of the
a-
sorority boys.
It's a 4. It's a 4. That's 6 on the history check.
You're not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure.
How intimidating does he seem?
He's a large, armed individual, not really making any sound. As he breathes, you can see like some, like some steam come out, almost as if to say that it's cold, but it's not.
As if to say he's hot.
Last time I saw that, it was a fire dragon. So,
I'm gonna.
is there anything else in the
Well,
room? besides-
I don't see Naronk either.
No, you don't.
Is there anything else in the room?
No, it's a relatively small room. It's just that desk, him sitting there, a bunch of stacks of papers like beside him, and a bookcase behind him.
I'm gonna turn off my invisibility. Go on invisible.
You're gonna reveal
Go
yourself?
visible. Go visible.
You
That's
go
not what it
invisible?
is. Yeah, I go visible.
Okay. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh! You fucker!
I'm gonna go sort mum and have a cigarette.
That's where we're gonna take a little break. See you guys in 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how this continues. Thanks for hanging
Oh,
out so
you
far,
cheeky
guys. I mean, this is a really fucking good fucking moment for a break. This is a cliffhanger material, bro. See you guys in a few minutes, chat.
No,
Have a good one. We'll be right back. See you in a bit.
got to know, Dad.
Oh man.
All right. You're
Oh,
back.
It'll be just like Hanzo's podcast where I watch fucking anime for the first time, and you
But
show
actually
me, and
relevant.
we just talk about anime.
Ooh.
All
So
right.
rather than wrestling, it's anime.
But instead of making a mark, it's
Well,
making a weeb.
Making a weeb podcast.
Fuck's sake. All right. We are back.
Waking a weeb.
Narank. You uncloaked yourself in a way. You are now visible.
Hello there.
And the individual behind the desk.
Oh there.
Not who I expected.
You're not what I expected either. Expected you to be an empty desk.
Well, you travel with certain Aberan, right?
Can't say I've heard that name before.
Make a deception check. With disadvantage.
Fuck.
I've
That's
got a
an
fucking Calgon jingle.
What was that?
That's an 8.
There's no need to lie. Been keeping an eye on you ever since you came to the Flatlands.
I love hearing that. Always doesn't set off any ringing bells in my head.
Summon him here.
Well, I'm not really a magical type, right? I just can't like summon people.
Make sure he comes
Like
here,
Aberrant's a little magical.
or
Right?
his friends die. Up to you.
Okay.
Friends plural. I'm not visible.
Maybe he's not talking about you.
Touche.
Hey,
I hate this, obviously.
Aberrant, you're being requested by a man in black armor down here.
Did he give you a name?
No.
Might be worth asking.
He wants a name. You know, he's got that stranger danger sense, you know?
Tell him that Peter Orson would like to have a little chat.
Peter Orson, something like that. I don't know, man.
Mr. DM?
Hmm?
Do I know this name?
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh. He didn't even make me roll.
One of the 5 individuals that
Oh no.
you left behind to
No.
die was named Peter Orson.
Wait. Okay. Mm.
Do I see Bran like react after
Bran
hearing
is
this
visibly
name?
shaken.
Huh. Nicole, I'll put my hands on his shoulder and be like, I mean, is he bad? Like, is this gonna get ready for a fight or what?
At this point, he takes off his helmet and sets it on the desk and reveals his face. Definitely human. Very pale skin. His eyes are human-like, but have this bright blue shine to him. His hair is kind of slick back, thinning black. Scars across his face.
Oh fuck! Would it be a really bad idea to shapeshift
What?
into Aberrant?
Yes. Yes, it would.
I don't know.
But do it anyway.
I don't. What can I do while invisible? Like, isn't action gonna break invisibility?
Only if you
Depends what it
attack
is.
or get take damage, I believe.
I don't think if you take damage, but
Or cast
I think
anything
you
that
do
would
take
cause you to
damage.
lose your concentration on invisibility.
yeah, if you take damage.
I know with my invisibility, I lose it if I take damage. But so how do you and Aberrant know each other? Like, you guys meet at speed dating or maybe a meet
Funny.
and greet?
I like to kick. Just giving her uncle a little nudge.
Making conversation.
So the weather, am I right? That's not the fucking Narog's do, is this?
Not here for small talk.
Is there a corner that I can hide behind,
Well, we
or is
have-
it like?
Big talk, I guess.
Do I just have to go back up the stairs?
There are some corners in the room. He hasn't
Well,
seen
is it
you.
just like the stairs come straight down into this chamber?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to slowly go back up the stairs out of view.
Okay.
Shape shift, change appearance into Aberan
Okay.
and change my armor into, as best I can remember, what Aberan's armor looks like.
Okay.
At this
And
point,
then-
I've set off walking.
This is gonna go real good.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, make myself visible and slowly trudge down the stairs.
I have one more question for you. So how long have you and Big Blue Dumbo up there been working together? It's like a
Oh, we don't work together.
partnership.
Hello.
He's not aware of my presence here.
It's me, Aberan the Brave. Brian in some circles.
Is that
I'm
literally
so
what you
glad
say?
I'm not there.
Yes.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Fuck off disadvantage.
You literally.
Wait. Does my actor counteract that? So I just roll normal?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
You're definitely pretending to be someone you're not.
17.
Oh no.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I can prove it, and I will use prestidigitation to do some, I don't know, light, radiant, magical effect of aura around myself.
Well, Aberan, how do we know each other?
Can't stay in chat. Here for some blueprints.
Oh,
Cheerio.
That's actually a good point. We do need to go grab those. So if you
I'm
don't mind
aware.
handing those over.
After I've had a talk with the real Aberan.
Oh,
You're
well,
free to
I-
take
I
what
take
you
to
need.
Aberan, and we'll grab the blueprints and go. No. We don't need that big blue fella coming back.
Tell Aberan to come here at once, or Lyra and Joffrey die.
Well,
Up
those
to
names
him.
don't mean much to me.
I don't know who either of those
Joffrey,
people
like,
are, but it would be really
don't
nice
really
if
know
we
him.
could just get the blueprints.
I thought you were Aberan. You should be well aware of who they are.
But you just said I'm not Aberan, so therefore, if I'm not aware, then why are you questioning? I could be, but maybe I don't care about those people anymore.
Oh my god. Just let me know at what point I walk in, please.
I'd say, does the rest of the group follow you, or are you going
Oh,
on?
I'm dead. The cool is Trim would like if everyone else is going, Trim will like
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm following.
go. Yeah, if everyone else
Okay.
is going.
You are on your way, and
Trim-
you see now
Trim
that
is abandoning
slowly.
the carpet, by the way. Like she,
What?
well, she doesn't get it. Like, and the cool's like following Bran, so that carpet is just that right there. By the way, just saying. Like the cool's not picking it up.
I'll pick it up. If I see Trim leaving it,
Okay.
roll it
You
up.
see now on your way there that the orcs slowly are abandoning their search in the east of town, are slowly coming back, so you're gonna have to make a little bit of haste.
Okay, I'm going fast.
You guys arrive at the
Keep on running.
statue, see that the statue has opened up a pathway beneath it.
Can I see my coin?
Make a perception check.
That's not good. 10.
Okay. You don't see your coin. You know your coin has been used to open this pathway up, but you don't, in a quick glance, see your coin.
Okay, that's fine. Gonna walk on down the stairs.
So anyway, about those blueprints, there's a lot of orcs out there, and we'd like to be going.
That's true.
He just looks at you.
I mean, I can even give you a little present.
I'm gonna
Like
start
presents.
just kind of shuffling through the things on the desk, looking for what we might be looking for.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man! If
As
only I'd
he
used.
as he
if only
starts
I'd used
to
enhanced
make some
ability.
gestures with his
Doesn't
hands
count on saving throws.
and whisper
Oh, yeah. So-
some words. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Here we go.
7,
Dutch,
Oh, it's a natural 18.
3.
out of game, this class is what I think it is, right?
I don't know. is it?
Which is an 18, by the way.
18?
Yes.
Just enough.
God, my shit.
You feel your muscles tense up for a quick second, but then you kind of like break through it and brush it off. At that point, Abran and Cole will
I will
tremble down the stairs.
I want to try and close the, but like, see if there's like a door to like close, or is it very much like?
It's very much like open.
Then I'll kind of panic and. Would I understand how this door like opens and closes? Is why I actually know it's the coin, don't I? That's what I know.
You were told that the coin was needed to open it up, but that's all you know.
Yeah, then I have no reason to fucking try and search the coin then.
Okay. Abran, you now leading the rest of your friends walk down the stairs, and you see someone that looks like you, Narank, talking to an individual you recognize.
Okay.
You recognize his face. He wasn't as pale or didn't look the way he looks now when you knew him, but
I gathered as much, yeah.
there he is, the man of the hour.
Got you.
It's been a while.
I'm just gonna stay in Aberrant shape just to ruin the mood.
He
just to be
like
confusing.
fully ignores you. It's been a while, Aberan.
But I don't enthrall this man.
Last time we met, you abandoned us all to die.
I would like to now change shape back to Matthias.
Upon hearing.
Oh.
I don't know who you are. This deception is abhorrent. What do you want?
Oh, I assure you it's not a deception. You remember me, don't you? Fought alongside you plenty of times. That one time, there were 8 of us.
You died.
Lyra, Joffrey, abandoned us to die. And we did. I did. Seems that death isn't all that permanent. I'm
Can you give
merely
me a
here
couple tips
to...
on that. I might need to know how to evade death.
I can sense on you you've already evaded death once. I'm afraid that's all the free passes death tends to give.
Fuck.
You killed us. And I'm here to make that right. May have noticed Lyra has gone missing. I'm sure Joffrey told you. And I'm afraid Joffrey didn't quite make it home last night after his shift. Unfortunate, really. There's only one missing in that trio, and that's you. So you're gonna come to Bleakfall, willingly and alone, or they both die.
I'm gonna throw out a little no on that one. I'm his legal counsel, and it doesn't really sound safe
He
to me.
completely just not paying attention to you.
God damn it.
Unless, of course, you're gonna abandon them like you abandoned us. Which wouldn't surprise me.
Look, I'm sorry for what happened, but
Sorry is not enough!
Oh, please. Don't say you abandoned me.
I'm doing my best to avoid it, Duke. Promise.
Joffrey and
Can I?
Lyra aren't responsible for this. Let them go.
There's only one way I let him go. And that is you walk into the town of Bleakfall 2 days from now without your friends. It's either you or them.
Gonna have to recommend no on that one.
Before any of you try anything stupid, I don't make it back to Bleakfall by tomorrow, My associates take care of your friends, Aberran.
How
What is
far
it
is
you want when we're
Bleakfall?
there?
You don't know. What was that, Aberran?
What is it you want when we're there?
Vengeance, of course. You
Then
killed
why not?
me. Feel like it's only fair to return the favor.
Then why involve Jeffrey and Lyra? Fight me and
Leverage, my old friend.
and what? You were too afraid to fight me here?
It's nothing to do with fear. I don't fear much anymore. But you do fear things. Losing your friends, for instance. Getting more people killed because of a decision you made, like you have in the past.
Well, he did let these guys torture someone, so I think he's kind of over it.
Fucking hate you. Dude, I actually hate you.
2 days, Aberran.
Well, we could just do a prisoner swap with you and them.
Again, not paying attention to you at all. His eyes are just like transfixed on Aberran, looking very, like almost looking through you, Bran.
I'm just gonna stare him down.
He gets up, puts his helmet on, gets from behind a desk, looks at you all as a group. Time starts now. And he walks out, and
Are
in
the blueprints here?
in front of him, this like doorway appears, clouded by a black and purple smoke, and he walks through, and he's gone.
Does it look like the same smoke that the cultists disappeared into when we fought?
No,
at Fort
this is something
No?
different.
Okay. I would immediately like to start looking around for what we came for.
Make an investigation check
I'll also start looking as well.
with advantage because Nicole's helping you.
Fucking hell, man! I can't roll shit today. 17.
You look around the desk and you open a drawer and you find like this leather binder. And you open it up and you look through, and they seem to look like blueprints of weapons and structures, and seems to be what you're looking for.
Okay. Well, we've got what we came for right here. Aberran, seems you have some unfinished business. Can we please leave?
Shouldn't we burn the rest of these papers then?
Mr. DM,
Hi,
how far away is it? Was it Blight Town?
Bleakfall.
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 Bleak
Fuck.
Falls Barrow.
How far? Shut the fuck up. How far is Bleakfall?
Bleakfall is a small village located in the woods south of Gulilwir, the capital of the Flatlands. Roughly a little over a day marching from Ladderfall.
And I have 2 days.
Correct.
And how long did it take us to walk here from where we were?
Roughly 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours.
We need to go now.
Okay.
At this point, you hear atop the stairs, like back up. Is your tongues are still active, right, Abraham?
It lasts an hour, so
Used at the start of the first fight, so.
yeah, the fight took 12 seconds. So has it been an hour?
I'd say it's been about roughly an hour. Yeah, so it doesn't work anymore. So you
Sadness.
just hear a bunch of orcs grunt and yell, and you hear some rumbling atop the staircase you all came in from.
Change appearance. To Tifa.
Okay. What do you do?
I
I will.
Set the desk on fire.
Okay.
Really?
Fair enough.
Do I see the wrong
I
to
mean-
do this? Do I see the wrong son to set the
You
desk
see
on
ball
fire?
into the box.
Yeah, you see him pull out of the box,
the
and he's
wrong.
like,
What are you? You're about to fight some orcs. I'd rather not.
I think the last thing we need is a fire at our backs.
I think fire the bags. Also, this is the military room for the Empire. I'd rather not burn down military.
Well, they said they don't want their secrets getting away. We got what we came for. Let's keep the
Yes,
rest.
but-
Exactly, so the rest doesn't matter. We have what we came for.
So like what? Yeah, but
Dutch,
So
Hi.
don't burn
don't
it,
burn
is what
it.
I'm
Don't-
saying.
yeah,
can
don't-
I
don't
take
burn it.
a brief glance at all the other papers in the room and, with my military knowledge, know whether or not they would be in any way bad for the orcs to possess?
most of the papers in here are just like logs of patrols that have been made. Nothing super significant. All the significant papers seem to be in the binder that Gan has already picked up.
Okay. As far as I'm aware, anything important in the binder. So we leave the rest. We get ready to fight our way out of here. And I am going to prepare to cast spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna heat metal on my axe.
I'm gonna get ready to lightning breath if I see enough of them coming.
Thomas, you still carrying that
Yeah.
rug?
Yes,
Carpet?
I have the
I
carpet.
will. Can I have that real quick?
Okay.
Cool. I'll set the carpet.
By the
Yes.
sound, like how many, roughly like how many orcs did you say we can
You hear a lot of commotion. You don't see anyone from the room you're at, but you hear a lot of commotion from back up top where the statue is.
And that's
Cool, what about
seemingly
the door? The dimension door.
I can do it twice. I've done it twice. I mean, it only carries one person as well, so like, me and someone else could have got out.
Can I see another way out of the room at all?
Make an investigation check.
I don't win these. I have a -1, so let's hope I roll high. 9.
As far as you can tell, it's one way in or out. One way in
Then,
and
yeah,
out.
I'm just gonna prepare to cast spiritual weapon the moment someone comes down the stairs.
Trim will wait to see if they're, again, like kind of cool, wait to see if there's a big group of them, or if it's just gonna be a single person coming down.
I'm gonna run to the bottom of the stairs, and with an enthralling few notes from my vial, I will cast hypnotic pattern outside of the entrance
Okay.
of the stairwell.
All right.
Do we still have a pocket portal?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
Which is a
Last time they use it.
wisdom saving throw for anyone that's affected within the 30 feet cube. Dicey rolls, guys.
Yeah, Thomas or Cassarian used their pocket portal back at town.
Did you say let's count how many dice
I
you
have
rolled?
one.
Yeah, listen,
if
just
we need
listen
it.
for the number.
How many? What was the
DC of
save?
18.
DC 18. Okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
You're not sure yet because you're not there, but what do you guys do? You hear a lot of commotion. Again, as you look up the stairs, you can see some orcish like faces peering down. But like I said before, the tunnel is way too small for them to fit in.
I'm gonna
The longer you wait,
actually-
the more orcs you hear approaching, and you hear them barking orders at
Hey,
each
Thomas,
other.
Yeah,
Do you still have that pocket portal?
yeah.
I suggest we use that to get back to Ladderfall.
don't
Why
we
not
do
just head
to,
straight to Leakfall?
Because we need to get the
Look,
papers.
Because you need to go somewhere
yeah,
where you've. Plus,
If I
you've never
bring you,
you've
you
never
will
been
die.
You have to be there.
you've never been to Bleakfall, so you don't know, you can't teleport there.
We don't know where it is.
Okay.
You have to have been somewhere to be able to
Okay.
have the pocket portal go
I
there.
will use the.
Have I been to Bleakfall?
Does that
Nope.
mean we all need to like
There.
stand together? I don't know how this works. What is happening?
Run through.
As
and
I-
I'll
as I
shoot
play my
through
run.
it.
Running the portal. Like you would run.
Yeah, I'll just use the pocket to get back to ladder.
Okay, so you take out the last pocket portal you have. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
It's like a glass bauble. Smash it on the floor, and where the glass shatters, this portal appears, and you can see through the portal the skyline of Ladderfall, essentially.
I'm
I
gonna
will
Yep.
step
slowly
through that
back
bitch.
into it as
Run
I
through, yeah.
I'll go
play the
through
violin.
I'll go through.
on the carpet.
Okay, so you guys all jump through. Portal disappears, and you appear in front of the prancing unicorn.
Hey.
I will reach over for.
So currently, right now, for your information, currently it's the sun has come up, but it's still relatively early in the morning.
Okay. We need to take that binder first of all. That needs to be done before I leave.
I mean,
I'll
the foot?
pass Aberan the.
Where
Okay.
did they say we had to take it to?
the
Uh,
We're gonna
I
take it
think-
to Joffrey.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking it back to Joffrey.
And since Lyra was acting as
Didn't he say
second in
Joffrey
command.
yeah, did Joffrey like get taken?
is?
Like, is he gone?
Yes.
So
Joffrey's
how can
not
we give?
here.
But how can we give it to Joffrey then? So should we just keep it? I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
There'll be
like
someone here. There'll be
We
someone
can
here.
at least
No,
check
I
if he's
think-
here.
I think we keep hold of it for now, and we just get to where we need to be going, and we'll give this a drop when we get
That's-
there.
A discussion to be had once we've sorted this out.
What? No, we need to.
We need to
can't give
to
this to
someone
anyone.
here. We can. There are lots of people here of reasonable rank that can deal with something like this.
Wait a second.
It's at your discretion,
Yeah.
Aberan, but it seems like very sensitive information, and Joffrey seemed quite insistent that we gave it to him and no one else. I'm sure it couldn't hurt to hold on to. I mean, it's not going to fall into the wrong hands.
Well,
I mean,
unless
yeah,
we die.
we could.
Unless we
mean-
die.
We're not gonna.
We don't die. We just
Yeah.
escaped orcs. We killed dragons.
If you're scared about
I
it
mean-
getting into the wrong hands, like
I mean,
Escaping
put it in
orcs
the
isn't
back.
too big of an
we
accomplishment.
could always
just-
put it on the airship. Lock
I
it
mean,
in the
put it on-
airship for a
Put it
while.
on the bag of holding or something.
Yeah.
You have to know it's in there.
Sure.
I'm gonna
yes.
take a very quick skim through the book,
Ooh, he's breaking the rules.
What book?
just because I want to see what it contains.
The
The
book.
binder.
Oh, the binder.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you taking 10 to kind of like properly gloss through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just I'm not reading into the specifics. I'm looking at what is this page describing.
You see
Oh, this is a such.
blueprints of some form of cannon, but a cannon that seems to be driven by some arcane power source. You see blueprints of firearms similar to the firearm that Naran carries around. You see blueprints to walls, strongholds, other forts within the Flatlands, and you see blueprints for some form of movable siege weapon of some sorts.
Okay. I will finish the binder. What I can gather from this, Joffrey wasn't attempting to hide it from specifically everyone. It is something you don't want in the hands of your enemies. But something like this could greatly help the war effort. We need to give it to someone here who can take it to someone else and have it dealt with. On the chance that things don't go well and we don't come back.
I think we should hold on to it as well, to be honest.
I think in this case, Abraham probably knows better than you.
Like I said, it's down to him. They're his people.
All right, Mr. DM.
Hi.
The Lord Regent would not be in Ladderfall.
Correct. He would be in Gully Luir.
Okay, so given that I know that both Joffrey and Lyra, his second, are not here,
Mm-hmm.
would I know who would be the next highest ranking officer?
There's higher ranking military folk in the city, and they would typically be in or around the keep.
Then I will head to the keep.
Okay.
On the assumption that they all know who the fuck I is.
Do you accompany Abran?
I'm going to change appearance to Matthias. I'm going to head to the tavern.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Aberon.
Okay.
Have a drink.
If you guys want to go back to the tavern, that's fine. This is likely to be.
Nope.
I'll go with you.
And I'm just going to be right back real quick.
Okay. So those who are accompanying Abran, you guys take off to the keep. Once you get there, there's a lot of hustle and bustle. A lot of soldiers kind of like looking around, seemingly confused. What do you do?
I'm going to go to the war room or whatever is most close to that as I can, where generally the higher ranking officers would be.
Okay. You walk into a room that you kind of like. You remember using. Jesus Christ! Could that be any more closer to the mic?
That would be.
A room that you remember using to kind of discuss plans with the higher ups that had to give the go ahead before you were allowed to do certain things.
Okay.
You go there, and kind of like around the table are 3 individuals, all humans, all male, and they are kind of in a heated argument, and they all just stop talking as soon as they see the door open.
Walk in, nod my head very quickly at each one of them, and place the binder down in the center of the table.
Is that what you were sent to retrieve? Did you succeed? You've not seen Joffrey, perchance, have you? He hasn't reported in this morning.
He's not here.
What do you mean he's not here?
He's away dealing with something else. I intend to go and meet him and help with that later on.
Make a deception check.
I'm not good at lying. I'm good at intimidating, but I can't wah at these people till they give in.
Were we allowed in the room with Abraham?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of like just...
Well, I just walked
That
in.
is a 5.
It's very unlike Joffrey. He has his duties. He doesn't just leave without notifying someone.
It wasn't his choice per se.
It's related to Lyra disappearing.
But still, it's unlike him to... You know more, I can see it by the sweat on your brow. Speak up, what's happened?
Yeah, bro, what's happened?
I'm trying to think of how Bran's gonna play this out and how he's gonna phrase it. Joffrey's in a bad situation, but the more people know, the more people are at risk, and the more he's at risk. This is something I've got to deal with. Just these plans will hopefully cement our current defenses.
Make a persuasion check.
Am I any better at that?
Same modifier.
No. Yeah, but I'm not proficient in either. I'm not a good talky man.
Nope.
That's a natural 19, 21.
Not a good talking man. Oh, natural 19.
I mean,
anyone's a good talking man with a natural 19.
True.
yeah.
All right. Well, with both him and Lyra gone, it's down to us three to kind of keep an eye on things until they return. So we'll make sure that this gets to the people that need it, and we better get him back here alive. Don't know what kind of trouble he's gotten into, or you guys are into, or whoever is into it. But if we lose him, the Empire loses a great deal.
I'm very aware. And I'm gonna walk on out the door.
Okay. Alright.
Bran is not a man to stand around waiting. He is a man who strides in, says what he needs to say, and strides out.
Fair enough. You guys return to the tavern where Matthias was hanging out for the time being.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Matthias, you are in the tavern. The half-elven barkeep immediately as you walk in. You're up early, eh? It's, didn't come in for breakfast. Do you need some food? A drink, maybe?
No, I slipped the key under the door. I don't even... Well, I would assume you found it because the door's unlocked.
I noticed it.
I need a drink. 6 drinks. Make it 7. 7 drinks. 2 wine. And 5... ale.
All right. It's a hearty breakfast. Any food, or is that going to be your breakfast?
Yes. Food. Lots of food.
All right. I'll see what I can do. And she goes grab drinks, and we'll say that for the purposes of this, you get all the drinks at the table, and roughly 15 to 20 minutes pass where the food arrives, and at that point, your friends enter the establishment as well.
I raise a cup. My good friends, don't worry, I've taken care of the bill, as it were. I'm terrified.
I'll basically chug the ale and start eating the food.
I'm
Trim will
terrified.
very-
Meat and bread.
Yeah. Trim will very like just with the ale like just sip a tiny bit, and that's all she'll really have because it's a fucking huge old cup.
I'm gonna...
The ale is the size of her.
I mean, typically Trim doesn't drink. She drinks milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a sip, and then
Well,
I
then
mean,
it was...
she has...
She
She
drinks
has
tea.
sipped alcohol before, I think, when people have bought it for her.
It was a
Yeah.
sip
Yeah.
because
Okay.
someone bought for her and then pushed aside.
Fair enough.
and
Fair enough.
Order.
This is really
order
nice.
her. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you all, sit down, have drinks, have some food. Anything you guys are discussing?
I'm not
Abraham,
speaking unless spoken.
Where are we going?
What?
I'm not in the best shape to travel. I think at the very least we need to have something to eat. I need an hour on my own to rest and figure things out, and then
Well,
decide where we're
all I
going.
need to know is how long it's going to take. Maybe we can take, some good respite here before we head out. We have the means to rest on the road as well, but I don't know how long the march will be.
And you've got to explain what the
Okay.
fuck is happening at some point.
Yeah, like what the hell did you do to Peter Orson?
We were all in the same unit under Joffrey. There was there was a fight on the border. There was a skirmish. There was far too many orcs. We should have drawn back far sooner. People broke formation, and people died because of it. This man was dead. And now he is not.
Why'd you guys just leave them there?
We had no choice.
That sounds like
was-
a cop-out answer.
You weren't there. You
Welcome to war, Narong. You tend to not get much choice in fights, sir.
people die. It's an occupational hazard. I attended
No
more than enough
shit, people
funerals.
die in war. That's news to the 160-year-old man.
Well, start fucking acting like you know that information, Narong.
Then why was it such news to Peter?
He evidently blames the three of us that survived for surviving.
Seems you especially.
Yeah, well, some of us make things out and some of us don't.
It's interesting. You said you were under the command of Joffrey, but he blames you.
Hmm.
That I don't know.
I
we
want
were
to
never-
insight check him.
Inside check.
Yeah,
I
me
think he's telling
too.
us the full story.
Perception or deception? Don't say which.
Persuasion or deception, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perception
perception.
works.
I see.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's a bard. Like, I
Well,
got
my
under
insight
20.
shit, so
17.
I got 21.
11.
Okay. What does Octanus see, Abran?
You know as well as I do. Bran is definitely not telling the whole truth.
You can tell by a slight stutter in his voice and, you know, kind of like trying to avert looking you directly in your eyes when telling the story that he's definitely withholding some information.
It makes sense as well that Octanus would notice, because she's the only person that knew when Bran lied.
Abraham, don't dishonor us by not telling us the whole truth.
It's a difficult situation.
are there many people in the tavern?
No, it's still relatively early. Sun came up a couple hours ago. There are some patrons, but not many.
And it's like a military town.
Ladderfall is mainly military folk. Yeah.
I'll stand up and I'll put a foot on my chair. Hear ye! A drink for those who have fallen, for those who may not fight for themselves. And I'll
The handful
big
of
old
patrons kind of look at you. It's a mixture of people that just came off a shift and people that are about to head to a guard shift. Look at you, raise their glass and take a sip, and then continue on with their own business.
I'll sit back down and I don't know. Aberan, we'll get to the bottom of this, and in time, I'm sure we'll hear the full truth. But for now, I'm exhausted. I don't know about the rest of you, and there are not one, not two, but 6 barmaids. With nary a patron between them. So if we have time for some rest, relaxation, I will take my leave from you for now, and perhaps see you in several hours once we've all had some rest.
Well, where we're heading is about just under a day's ride. We can't take the airship. There's no way of it not being spotted. So the airships.
Well,
I
we're
know
expected at this point, aren't we?
Mm.
I mean, our
Well,
airship does go
He
invisible.
said only Abraham, so the rest of us are gonna have an issue.
Aberan, the swashbuckling airship captain,
No, I mean we can.
all by his lonesome.
I mean we can travel up with just. You know, we just don't enter the town. We just stay back and.
Except we do enter the town.
I mean, I'd rather not get.
Well, us invisible boys can follow him in.
I think it's smarter if we ride. There's not really anywhere here that I know of to buy horses, but
I mean, it's a mark.
with
for
me,
it, we can
you
do.
could probably commandeer some from the keep.
I'm sure we can take a cart or something, and I know that Brutus can provide us with accommodation while we're out
But
on the march.
but before we go anywhere, I need to tend to my wounds. I need to prepare spells, make sure I have the relevant regents.
Are you going to long
I
rest?
think we all do.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do before you head to your chambers for some deserved rest?
I am going to finish my meal.
Okay.
And go to my room on my own.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish my meal and go to my room as well.
All right.
Trim.
Yeah, Trim will just follow.
How? I mean, do I have much time to eat, drink, and be merry?
Yeah, well,
isn't
you
it
have a little time, yeah.
Is it the morning still? Like straight
Yeah,
up?
it's definitely morning.
It's still like
It's definitely morning.
yeah, okay.
I'll drink him tears.
Okay.
Nicole will drink for a bit and then probably head to his own room.
Drinking roleplay.
Anything you guys want to talk about with the three of you drinking? Or is Nicole just gonna be like that one drink and then I'm gonna
Kind
get
of the one drink and maybe like
okay.
kind of like
Interesting.
just looks at them all, see if there's any conversation. If not, she's gonna be like,
So where are you
One
from,
sip and
Nicole?
slip.
Oh, I'm from Thermagar.
Thermogar.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Mountain. It's not terrible at all. It's a beautiful place. It's lovely.
Well,
You
for-
just,
Well, it's
For a man of my stature and constitution, it's not a great time, but yeah, yes, I'm sure. Sure, it's very hospitable
you
for
just
a dragon folk like yourself.
fo-
That's not a slight. If anything, a compliment. I'm all I'm saying is I'm a
I've seen
man of
plenty,
narrow frame and
I've seen plenty scrawnier and weaker than yourself surviving very well.
with furs and
Yeah.
capes aplenty, I'm sure. Yes, which
Yeah.
I am a man. I like to travel light, and although I may look extravagant and wonderful at almost all times, this leather armor is but leather armor at all times. So I may appear as though I'm gowned in furs and silks, but alas, it is an illusion, and I simply wear leather, and it is not very comfortable in the slopes of Thermagar to be dressed in nothing but leather and carrying a haversack with 12 instruments.
Well, learn to wear a thick coat then. And I can
I
show
don't-
you the beauties of Thermagar.
I don't look good in coats. All right.
Well, just put it on and then make it look different. You've got nothing.
Well, I can't I can't put on a coat and then make the coat look different.
I mean, I can, and I'll put on the hat. Just like I'll put on the hat. This guy's just change everything about me.
Maybe I'll get myself one of those someday. But until then, I'm merely a man clad in leather that looks like
Think of that, yes.
a robe or
Oh, there's
silk pantaloons.
there's other
or-
ways to warm yourself up as well, and I'll stand up and I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay.
Okay.
As Nicole kind of leaves, the barkeep, you only see one right now. Comes up. You look like you've been in a little bit of a bout. You need another drink?
Yes. Where are
Always.
the other Vanessas? Or are they all called Vanessa? Or?
Oh yeah, they're all me. They just whenever I get a little busy, and as she does that, second Vanessa appears right beside her. I call for backup, so to speak. But right now it's not that busy. I can handle myself.
Right, you are. Right, you are. And it. So is it taxing? You know, does it take a lot of work to keep them?
I mean, they don't require food. They don't require drink. They're just me. They're not illusions. They're very real. And she kind of like slaps one of the Vanessa she just summoned on the back of the head, and she replies, "Oh, you bitch!" But
And say if one were to have a drink, would you be inebriated?
No.
So perhaps we could enjoy the company of one of your many, and share a drink or two.
We do sell companionship, but with the emphasis on
Well,
sell.
that's not what I had in mind.
If that's what you're looking for.
That's not what I had in mind.
Sorry, I
If you need some
mean,
coin for it, I could probably lend you some.
there's 6 of us, you know. 6.
There are. Yes, I'm very aware.
We yes.
Just a drink then?
Just a drink then.
All right. You want something as well? And she looks over to you,
Yes,
Narong.
please.
Another ale or a wine or what are you drinking?
Wine for me.
I'll take an ale.
All right, coming right up. You can see the second Vanessa kind of stands there for a second, looks at you both. There's 6, you know, and walks off as well. A few minutes. Yes.
How much does that companionship cost?
Well, that depends on the sort of companionship you're looking for. And how many of us?
Just one of you will be fine. And, you know, the works.
Well, typically anywhere between 20 and 25 gold pieces for the works.
All right. I think our friend Aberan could really use some companionship.
Oh.
Definitely could use some
And-
cheering up.
I will hand her 25 gold. And
Which
give
one
her
of
the
you
red
is
number.
is? Oh, okay, all right.
He's pulling a fucking throom on me.
All right.
Not good.
Actually,
It's a
no,
gypsy.
hold on. I think at least 3 would. You
No,
know,
that's a good
I
point.
think at
That's a good
least would suffice. I mean, how much for 3 and the works?
75. Vanessa.
Simple.
Done. And I'll hand over the
arithmetic.
gold.
Yes. We need 2 more. And all of a sudden, just 2 more just appear. What's going on?
This is totally worth it.
Our friend upstairs, his name's Aberan, the brooding armored man with the flail, you know,
Right. Yes.
needs a little pick me up.
Okay.
Maybe a bath, you know.
All right. Right now.
Right now. Right
Typically,
away.
this is something we only really sell during the nighttime. But all right.
We've had a very tough night, so
All right. Well, fair enough. What's the room number again? Give room number. Gotcha. They all 3 of them go upstairs. And a few minutes later, Vanessa Prime, for the sake of the lack of better,
Vanessa Prime.
comes down to the table, hands you your wine, hands you your ale. Anything else I can do for you?
I think
No,
that'll
that'll be all,
be
that'll
it.
be
Thank
all.
you so much for your help.
No problem. She goes back to the bar. Aberan.
I would like everyone else to deafen because I DM'd you.
Oh,
I DM'd you.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh god.
Yes, I did.
no fun.
funky guitar plays in the background.
Or I would
Wow.
like you to read my DM.
I'll read
in
you, DM.
Twitch.
Do you want me, Stefan? What's that?
No, I'm just getting ready for everyone to be mad at me. So
No, I see.
Wait, where's it?
Oh my fucking god, he's not. Oh,
I don't see a message. Where did you DM me?
on Twitch, where you always ask me to DM you when you're DMing.
Yeah, my whisper turned off. Could you DM me on Discord, please? Smile.
Oh, I know exactly what this is.
I know what he's gonna do, and I
I know
hate it.
exactly what he's done. You
Yep.
motherfucker. He turned off his camera. That's what he's fucking done.
Okay.
How dare
We
he?
can aggressively wank without anyone knowing.
Okay.
Well, Dutch.
You guys
Explain.
that are down there, a couple minutes after the 3 Vanessas went up, they come back down.
So he's a quick one.
No, there was no one in his room.
Say what now?
There was no one in his room. The window was open and...
Son of a bitch. All right.
Well, in
grab
that
you
case, we paid the money. Off we go, ladies. And I'll start heading up to my room.
this. No,
Okay.
Matthias, we
Dude,
do not
you're
have
fucking-
time for this. All right.
I fucking love you, dude.
looks like we got ourselves
don't
a
have time for
bard.
this.
Are
We
there
all
any
know what's going on
refunds?
right now?
No.
It's fine.
There
It's
are?
my gold. It's okay. I can lose 75 gold. It's fine.
I'll
Maybe-
go get the others then.
Maybe next
Alright.
time, and they kind of walk away and kind of like caress both of you across the cheek and give you a little wink, and then they all 3 of them just poof out of existence.
I'm gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna start knocking on doors.
Okay.
What a
How long have
bastard.
they been drinking for at this point?
A little while.
long.
Not super long, but a little while. So like, I'd say you have like a half hour, 45-minute head start.
And I got to do the thing that I wanted to do once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Have a way with you guys.
So, you guys start hearing a knock on your door. Actanis, Trim, Nicole.
Oh god. I will open the door.
Abran's gone, and
Fucking
we don't know where. But God bless the prostitutes for finding it out. I think we should probably take off after him. I honestly don't. I don't know where he could have gone or why. In fact, you get Nicole, and I'll go to his room and I'll have a look around for clues.
Okay.
And I would like to go to
I
Abran's room.
press that.
Okay.
I'll go get Nicole.
So,
Like, I'll knock on his door.
Mm-hmm.
so how long has it been since I went upstairs?
Like 20 minutes, if that. I
Yeah,
guess.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. As I'll tell you to come in, but I'm by the window and I'm blowing out some smoke.
He's by the window and one leg's out.
Fucking smoking weed out the window,
Fuck's sake, dude.
not any old weed. I'm smoking pixie dust.
No!
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw, you mong!
Oh, I'm gone. He's off his tits.
It's bad.
Matthias
I was
was nearly
doing.
elbow deep in 3 different women.
I'm using the second luck of the day. Okay, that's much better. Thank fuck I used the luck. That is a wisdom.
Yes.
It's a 23.
Damn, he's a wise boy.
I mean, I had to use a point of luck to do that.
As you start, huffing and puffing,
Mhm.
you seem much more in control of your experience last time. You can see, and you're pretty sure what you're seeing is you're tapping directly into the ethereal plane. You can see ghosts of people that maybe once lived here and now just their spirits or a part of their spirit remains. And you seem to have control over when you want to disappear into the ethereal plane and when you want to come out again. And you have this for the next hour.
I will I'll go into the plane and then I'll exit behind Octanus.
Okay, so you see Nicole out the window, like with his head, like kind of like with his pipe out the window, and you start talking, and all of a sudden, poof, disappears,
Oh, for fuck's sake!
and poof, you hear him reappear behind you.
Yeah, what's up? I'm still on the pipe, by the way.
We
What's going
don't. Abraham's gone.
Well, shit. I
Yeah.
But this.
He's a fucking idiot. And,
Nichols is high off his fucking tits right now, dude. Oh,
I'll
that's
be back
great.
in a sec. I'll be back in a second. I'll go
What?
disappear out. Disappear.
You disappeared back. Okay.
where the fuck did you go?
And I'll walk to Brand's room and teleport into there.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You're
Alright.
going into my
Brand's
room?
gone. Brand's
No shit.
Matt's room.
What?
gone.
I was like-
Brand's room. 'Cause
Yeah,
Yeah.
your
When-
room.
You went into my room.
Yes.
Yes.
Brand's room.
Okay.
I already
was
did.
Gonna,
Yeah,
like,
they're both like Matthias just entered and Nicole like enters a
I'm
little
gonna
after.
storm off towards Abraham's room.
Are you all just gonna search my room?
Well, I already
Yeah.
was. Hope. Yeah.
I mean, I'm high off my tits, so I'm just gonna fucking keep on smoking my pipe, to be honest with you, mate. I'm fucking out of it. So, like, blazed.
It's just one of those days. Yeah, I would just want to look around for any kind of clues. Look out the window, see if there's like any trace that he may have left. I don't know.
I would also like to start looking around, seeing if I can see any like trace of where he might have gone while I collect.
I mean,
You in the room, you see the window is open.
All right.
How long does the thing that you did last? I think it's not long enough for them to still be affected by
I was
it.
having an invisiwank.
the thing that I did last
Can you tell he works at a
10
cinema?
minutes.
Okay, so that's not into effect anymore then.
However,
What
there's some of my stuff on the bed.
what did you leave on your bed?
The Tome of Understanding,
Oh,
2 large diamonds. No, you wouldn't know how much they are. So there's 4 diamonds, and
I was just gonna say, if you left 4 fucking diamonds in your bed, the whores would have taken it hours ago.
I mean,
Luckily, they
Yeah,
didn't
I
snoop
mean,
around.
if that was just out on the bed the way it was,
I'm just gonna straight up roll to see whether Bran is a smart.
I mean, wouldn't have been in the pouch, because that's what they were in, but whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'd have
mean,
put
I
them
think- I
under.
think-
I'd have put them under the pillow.
Okay.
Because I would have expected probably Ectanis to search my room.
Okay.
But I would have expected someone to.
so you are going through the room and you find the belongings. So what did you leave behind? The pouch of diamonds, the
There's
book.
4 diamonds, the book, 2 vials of holy water, and 3 large bottles of firewater.
Okay.
I'll put one of the bottles of firewater in my haversack.
All right. The window is open. You see some traces, some scratching of like heavy metal boots, kind of like scratching the window still while climbing out, which definitely tells like. And the window is wide open into town. Pretty clear to you that Abran climbed out the window and walked off.
There's no chance he would go to Bleakfall on his own.
Absolutely,
I
that
mean,
is.
yeah, 100%, and I will.
I remember
Is
that
the-
shit he
is-
pulled in the mine. Do you remember that?
It's the
I wasn't there.
Did Bran put his bracelet down?
Yeah, I was just talking directly to Nicole.
I forgot that, but yes.
So Bran said there's a bracelet on the room.
In that case,
There goes any chance of us communicating with him, and I'll
well,
very
the first
Sherlock
thing,
Holmes-esque point the pipe at the bracelet.
In that case, the first thing he said was that we should get. It was a day's ride, and we should get a horse. So we should go to the keep or wherever and see if he's asked someone for a horse.
We should absolutely. That's actually a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up all the stuff.
So you guys, okay. I would like all of you to mute right now. Gypsy.
I am I'm going to drop down from the wall.
Okay.
And make sure that nobody I recognize is around the back of the building.
Make a perception check.
10.
As far as you can tell, no one's at the back.
Okay.
You do see Nicole's head kind of hanging out. Actually, no, because he didn't go to his room until after you left. Never mind. Yeah, so you don't see any. You don't see any trace of your friends or anyone else that would probably stop you if you were seen leaving.
I am going to go straight to the keep then to commandeer a horse.
Okay. You arrive at the keep, and there's a lot of horses there and a lot of soldiers around. What do you do?
Is there a stable hand of some sort?
Yeah, there's a little like stable where a bunch of horses are stabled right now, like 10. And there's this larger half-orc man kind of overseeing it all.
I'm going to approach the half-orc man. Do I recognize him?
Make a history
Is he
check.
the same person that was here when I served here? 11.
He seems familiar, yeah.
I'll approach him and nod my head in a rather rushed manner.
You right?
You, I don't know if you remember me. I served him for quite some time.
I'm afraid I don't. A lot of people serve here, you know, so don't take it personally.
I had a token of valor that I could use to gain access to horses such as these. I don't have that currently. If you were here maybe an hour ago, I came in. I was working for the higher ups, for Joffrey specifically. I need a horse. It's important.
Roll persuasion check.
Big money, no whammies. Persuasion 21.
Alright. Yeah, sure. Hold on. And he goes and gets a horse for you and kind of like leads it towards you and hands you the reins.
Okay.
Just, try to bring it back in one piece, yeah?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I just want to pull up the map of the Flatlands.
Bleakfall is not on the map. Because it's
No,
like a
but I'm
small,
looking for
insignificant
something
village. Okay.
I probably should have done this before, but I've only just thought of it, so.
Fair enough.
Okay. I am going to say to the gentleman, my friends will not be long behind me. If they ask, tell them that plans have changed. I didn't have time. They need to meet me at Port Yonder.
Are you sure you want to do this?
No, but it's what Bran would do.
Okay. Alright, Port Yonder, yeah. You intend on riding this horse all the way out there? Because if so, I need to make sure to, you know, hand you some food and whatnot for it, because it's quite a long trek.
I can sort that with magic. Don't worry.
Alright, well, I'll let, sure. This is an odd request, but sure.
What can I do to show them that he's telling the truth? I'm going
next
to
week
cast
is
sending.
next week is going to be interesting.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to get on the horse. I'm going to set off. Not to Port Yonder. I am going to, however... No, I'm not. Bran, I was thinking about casting sending to Nicole, but Bran thinks that Nicole would know that he's lying.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hope that that is enough to persuade them, and I'm going to set off.
So you travel on your way to Bleak Fall.
Twilight Woods.
Twilight Woods?
It's at the bottom of the Twilight Woods, isn't it?
Bleak Fall is under Gulluir.
Oh, yeah.
It's like under
Which
there.
is below the Twilight Woods. Are you getting my map confused? Don't worry.
It's kind of like, if you look at the map, you have Ladderfall bottom left, you have Gulluir like northeast of it. It's like in that, like in the middle of that like grass triangle under Gulluir and to the right of Ladderfall, pretty much.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending while I ride.
Okay. Roughly how
Okay.
long into the ride do you cast Sending?
As I'm riding off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it to the airship captain.
Alright.
This is Avran. We teleported. We need you in Calzera immediately. I hate this. I fucking hate this.
Okay. You get a reply back. Oh, all right. I'll set off immediately. Okay.
Go on.
You go. You're going.
Just going.
I would like you to mute, and the rest to unmute. I would like you to deafen as well, Gypsy.
Oh boy.
You Okay. So where do you go?
Let's just start going to the.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
I'll say when I see them come down, I'm say, we need to get to the airship now.
Yeah. And storm out and
I
towards
mean,
the
do
airship
any
as
of us
fast as I
know
can.
where we're actually going?
No.
You guys get directions, I'll get the airship.
I mean, like, how do we know where Bran?
I'm already
going?
rushing towards the
Bleakfall,
airship. I'm gone.
obviously.
I was hoping to ask at the keep if he'd
I'm just
taken
gonna
a
go,
horse.
just go to keep. Yeah, see if we maybe see anything at the keep.
Airship is also at the keep. So.
Oh,
Okay,
fair enough.
then
I
if the
will
airship's at the keep, we'll head up there now, and we'll find the first person we can ask.
enter the ethereal plane and jump up the
What the fuck?
window.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that for the rest next hour, being able to just blink in and out of the
I'm
ethereal
gonna let you
plane.
know, most of what I'm doing is just in and out. Just, well, go
It's
fucking
gonna be
might as well.
traumatized.
Yeah.
He can be invisible now.
You all just constantly see Nicole like blink away, blink back, blink away, blink back.
I do it like I'll specific to the wrong because if we're walking along somewhere, just be like blink next to him, be like boo, other side, boo. Just constantly fucking.
Yeah,
like...
Nicole is definitely under the influence of some form of substance.
Yeah.
You all make the walk to the keep. What do you do when you're at the keep?
Look for a stable of some kind.
There is a stable. There's 9
go to the
horses. There's 9 horses currently stabled.
Does it look like there should be 10?
It's
Is there a stable hand?
There is a half orc that seems to be kind of overseeing the stable.
Oh, good. Excuse me.
You right?
Did like a kind of bigger guy in armor like
Right.
Go
yes.
guys, Aberran.
There was a guy. He commandeered a horse, and he told me to tell you that he ran out of time, and he wants you to meet him in Port Yonder up north.
Port Yonder?
He didn't
Yes.
run out of time, the bastard. But Port Yonder, I think we can do that.
It's
Yeah,
it's up
see.
north.
Why
It's
are we going to do that?
it's quite the trek up north, but
I'd like to insight check the half orc.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
I would also.
I would also like to do that.
Yeah, we're all just like I fucking trust.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
glad you
trust
guys
this
are.
Oh, I'm glad I.
I
fucking
got a
am.
9.
Ooh,
Insight.
insight.
What the fuck?
Where is my
dirty
insight? 17.
Dirty 20.
as far as you all can tell, this half orc is genuine.
Which direction is Bleakfall?
Bleakfall would be northeast from here.
All right.
Would
I
you
mean-
say that perhaps
we'll
you
go
could
get it off.
stop at Port Yonder on the way to Bleakfall?
Oh no! Port Yonder is at the northern part of the province.
So perhaps the other way around, then you might stop at Bleakfall on the way to Port Yonder.
Well, it's a bit more likely, yeah. Still a lot of ways, but a bit more likely.
Right, you are. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Let's get to the airship and just fly over the road to Bleakfall and see if we can find them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You go up the airship dock. Ship's gone.
Son of a
Motherfucker.
bitch.
I'm going.
Motherfucker.
Are there any other airships in the dock right now?
Nope.
Motherfucker.
I would like to shout.
Bastard.
Where's my fucking ship?
Oh, left about half an hour ago.
What do you mean?
Well, they signed out here and they were like, yeah, boss told us to go back to Kalzir because they teleported away, so they left.
We sure
Wait,
as
to
hell
Kalzir.
didn't tell him
Wait. Go to Kalzir.
That's what they said.
Any magical teleports, anyone?
that. Do you guys have any mages that can use teleportation
Where's
circles at
the
all?
Where's the
send
nearest Arcana
message
Emporium?
sending?
We don't have
Actually,
one of
good
those in
point.
this town.
But where's the nearest one?
Gullenweir, probably, the capital of the Flatlands.
We
It's
don't
the
have time for
capital
this.
of
He's
that.
gonna get there
Capital of the
before us.
North. The capital.
It's northeast. It's northeast. Roughly 2 days away.
Fuck me.
Is it?
Well, it looks like we're getting horses then, guys, and we're going.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
He's
Why
only
the-
got a 30-minute head start. He can't be too far ahead of us.
Yeah. I mean, could be a lie. Could have just said that and then like just taken the airship.
Mm.
I'll talk to the guy at the docks.
If
Is
they
it
said
a
they were
lie?
going to Kalzir, I don't think so.
What do you mean? Is it a lie?
Did he give? Okay.
The
Is it a-
captain,
is
the
it a
guy,
lie?
the guy with the stutter, walked up to me at this office and was like, "We gotta go. Got a message from our bosses. They want us to go to Kalzir. So they paid the fee for them being docked here for the amount of time they were, and they left."
Okay. Well, guess we gotta go with horses then. We gotta do that now then, guys.
All right.
Yep. Okay. Back
Well,
to the
catch up.
stable.
We can
Oh,
tra-
stable boy.
This like
We
almost elderly half orc.
Mhm.
Where you going, boy?
stable man.
Stable master, I think, is the.
Master.
Small markets?
Well,
Whatever
is
you
he the
want to
master?
call it, we need
Are
Are you
four
the
horses.
master?
We need 5 horses.
It's 5.
What trim can turn into a horse?
Trim can turn
Yeah,
into
but
a
only for a certain
horse.
amount of time.
I mean, for like
I
an
don't need a
hour.
horse.
True.
Only for like an hour.
Well,
Hmm,
actually, yeah, let's get
hmm,
horses.
well-
Let's get horses for everybody.
I mean,
Five
No,
horses.
Trim doesn't. Well,
let's
Trim
go-
doesn't need her own anyway. She's tiny. It doesn't
All right,
matter.
4 horses.
5 Wait. What? Yeah. That's
Is it 4 or is it 5? Come on.
4.
4.
4 horses.
4
Trim,
horses.
Right.
seeing all this commotion for 5 trim, like it's just like shrinked.
And we're
like,
commandeering
quiet,
them
it's just, like,
for the Empress.
I was
And I
gonna
will show
follow up
him
with
the
that.
golden
Yeah, how
blades.
am I gonna like? Why would I give you horses? But if you have the Empress at your back, show me some evidence, and you'll be off.
Golden Blades coin.
How is this supposed to be evidence?
This is the coin of the Golden Blades, a secret organization that works for the Empress herself.
Is it the coin that you made yourself to look
Yes,
like?
it is.
Roll deception check.
I mean, it is the coin, just not what she gave us. Not bad. 16. We win these?
Looks at the coin, tosses it back to you. Tell you what. You want these horses? We 10 gold each.
I'm gonna
Done.
throw
And I will throw 40
10.
gold.
Okay, never mind.
All right, off you go, and he like hands you the reins, the 4 horses.
Trim will go on the horse of Ectanus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will help arrange the horse that I'm using and then go in.
All right.
And then we ride.
May
Ride
bless
where?
your fields with 1,000 cabbages, stable
We'll
master.
ride northeast.
Northeast.
In the
As
direction
soon as
of.
we're out of the city.
Yeah.
In the direction
that
of what
Bleak Hall
place?
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Okay.
far as we know, the Bleak
As
Hall.
fast as I can.
Who?
Okay.
No, never mind. None of us have a map of the
Nope.
area.
All right.
I should have bought
Clippity
one.
clop, clippity clop. Any cloppers in chat?
And that's gonna be where we end it for today. As you ride, hopefully in pursuit of Aberan. That's gonna be it. Can Gypsy unmute or something?
Gypsy, you motherfucking asshole!
Poo-poo head!
That's gonna be where we pick it up next week.
Pee-pee poo-poo man!
Next week's gonna be such a fucking mute fest because I'm gonna have
I
to
couldn't
like
hear shit, but I could just see Koiba, like,
RP
smacking
Gypsy
table.
separately from the rest. God damn.
I'm so sorry. I mean, if you don't want to break roleplay Dutch, then we can always do some stuff like off thing. And then
I mean, no, because they also made decisions that I have to make that that happen simultaneously. So.
We did indeed.
Y'all fucked.
We're coming
you
for
got
your
really
ass.
mad, so I'm guessing you noticed something I did.
Yeah, the fucking airship's gone, dickhead. Snopper.
No bad.
Airship's gone and
I'm
you
not
sent
even
us
mad
to
that you
some
made it go away.
bullshit
I'm mad
town.
that you made it go to
that probably doesn't
Calzine.
even- that's not-
That's what I'm mad about.
No, knowing full well none of us fucking dickheads can message them back to say, like, oi, dickheads, come back. I'm now
Right.
looking through Trim's list of spells to see if she's got anything.
We're gonna pick this up next week. As
You know what she does have?
A huge
I'm not
dick.
as the Heroes of Exile
I can become a giant
Alright.
eagle. What am I doing?
in pursuit of what they think is the direction Aberan went in. See you guys next week. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Ba 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 ba.
Man.
Coffee strikes.
I don't even know which way they've gone. I don't know if they actually
You don't?
listened to what I said or not. Like,
You sure
we
didn't.
ignored you.
Oh
Like
boy.
that.
You went south. You went.
Why would we
southwest,
ever
right?
follow your orders?
All
Brand?
right. Anyway, see you guys. Yo, Vandarius is playing D&D. Hold on.
yeah, Van plays D&D.
Yeah, but like we
I
never
think
really.
He might be doing some world building at the moment.
Yeah, but.
He's a lit man.
We'll throw a host to Van. From one D&D stream to another.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
See you guys tomorrow for a normal stream, but Sunday for Dungeon Select. Thanks for watching, guys. Terran1901, thanks for the follow. Appreciate ya. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
This week, Pass the Salt podcast.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hey, Jimbo.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.